80s in Tottenham was crazy. Like,
genuinely watch people sell stuff in the playground. I was just like, this is long. I think I tried it once.
You could do everything else but lick girls, and now you're like, I need to move out.
That's what I'm saying. I was reselling before it was even invented.
Everybody understands how expensive it is nowadays.
Yeah.
I'm nice to everybody.
Nah.
I bought everybody this.
I love this thing. Like, I love training. When it comes to trainers, I love trainers. Like, I love...
Hey, shoe fits, it's yours. It's your own shoe. Hot like I lie. Yeah, but I'm honest about it.
Yo, guys, as you know, we've got a live show coming up 9th of April in Clapham Grand. If you want to grab the last few tickets, hit the link in the description or scan the QR code.
Frank.
Hey.
What do you say about these driving offences?
Oh, man.
You know what's funny? The thing is, I always like a sense of like, there's something that you can ask every guest, but it's always going to change because like when you look at someone, you don't know how mad they are when they drive. Do you get what I'm saying? So
I'm not even mad. It's just I had a delivery company back in the day. So
Do you drive a BMW?
I do.
Yes, he does. He does.
But it's electric.
Was it an electric one as well? Oh, the worst drivers. The worst ones.
It's a dual fuel, so it's all right. It's a bit.
Oh, right. Hybrid.
But I mean, I got it because it's so cheap.
I've heard.
It's so cheap to run.
I've heard. And obviously, you would probably avoid congestion charge.
Yeah, no, I mean, full electric. I used to, but then when they brought the ULEZ in, they slapped that. They said that the dual fuel ones can't.
Oh,
it's mad.
man.
I used to be able to get free congestion. So I get free congestion, free road tax, free parking, provided it's on charge, some places. Yeah. It's free everything.
And
like,
apparently they're better for the environment, right?
But
the batteries they use on.
That's it. This is the thing. It's a bit, but to fill up the tank is like £12.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like
how long does that?
100 miles.
100 miles?
Yeah.
Wait, 100 miles, £12?
Yeah. That's cheap. What are you thinking about?
Are you sure?
100 miles for £12?
Petrol used to be that at some point, nah?
£12? Are you hearing what?
I could get 430 miles for about £60.
60?
Bro, do maths.
60. Okay.
Really?
So that £12 is not that cheap.
Yeah?
It's not that cheep.
That's true.
That sounded very cheap
They've
to me.
hoodwinked you.
It's because they said 100.
Yeah.
So you was like, oh,
No,
there's
'cause
bear
I'm
in there.
thinking, I don't feel like I could do 100 miles on
And
£10 worth of...
The faster you go, the quicker it goes down, innit? It's not like
But I get free charging, so that's that kind of benefit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Actually, I've realised I fill up from a quarter tank.
Oh, okay.
So when I get to a quarter, I fill it up.
Oh, okay.
So that's where I might be like 80, 85 these days. But
I'm from
a quarter, it costs you 85.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You drive like a 3.0. Like,
Nah, bro, it's just a 2 litre in this cost of living crisis,
it's
bro.
crazy. It's crazy.
What's yours?
Mine's a 2 litre. But
I heard Jaguars drink though.
I always hear that about cars, but I feel like it's the same as every car I've ever had, bro.
Yeah,
like,
you're gonna have to top it up at some point.
Like, but I'll probably do like like 80, 90 £90.
From 0 to full?
From 0 to full.
wow.
Swear down.
Yeah.
Raw.
Yeah.
It's rough.
That's crazy.
Yours is dual, yours is petrol and
electric.
electric.
Yeah, correct.
So you could fill it up full electric
Yeah.
and fill it up full
Correct.
petrol.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's all
You
right.
know, it's dope. But I'm going to go full electric soon, so I can get the free congestion. But the free congestion is only going to last until 2025.
What? Why are they changing it?
They're killing us.
They're gonna run you.
Yeah.
What?
You know, the mayor's not doing a great job, man.
That's
Not
crazy.
doing a great job, yeah.
They want every penny.
Bro.
They're charging to drive. They're proposing to just charge you to drive now. Like we need to get this money.
They already do. Road tax.
Bro.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
Word.
road
Very
tax.
true.
True.
Word.
Yeah.
Road tax. That's what it is.
And the motorcyclists pay it.
Yeah.
Okay,
They
so
pay road tax.
Yeah.
but it's just cyclists.
And congestion. They pay congestion depending on the size of the engine.
Motorcyclists are rougher than cyclists, you know.
100%.
Of course they are.
100%.
Them motherfuckers is just weaving.
Because they're in between the traffic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I don't know where I want them, because when they're on the side I can't see them. But when they're right in the middle of the lane, I'm like, bro, be a motor. Get out the way, bro.
Just move, bro.
I don't want you to be here, bro. Do what you're supposed to do, bro.
Give them their own lane as well, man.
Bro, a motorcyclist going speed limit kind of grinds my gears, bruv. Like, you're on the motorcycle, don't go speed limit. You got 20 miles per hour on the motorcycle. You're not trying to go nowhere. What's the point?
Nah, I've had enough of driving in London. Like, there was one point where, like, I think I was in West End and I was going somewhere, and it was like 1.8 miles, and it said 18 minutes. Do you know how fucking mad that is?
18 minutes. Oh, that's crazy.
Bro.
0.1 a minute.
Yeah.
These times, like 18 minutes where I'm at is like, I'll be like in Chelmsford or something like that. I'll be like M-way gone. Like the traffic, the flower pots, the traffic lights, like everything is bro.
It's crazy.
I've actually had enough of driving here. Like I never thought I would say that, because I was so used to just living in London. But I've actually coming out and coming in, I'm like, this is shit. This is actually shit.
It's for taking trains, man.
Yeah.
Bro.
Nah, I like driving too much, like, so, you know.
I'm
but
like
I
you.
live in the suburbs, so it's all
Yeah, nah, I'm like,
I've never heard a man in London say that.
I live in the suburbs.
I live in the suburbs. That sounds nice.
Yeah, I know. I ain't gonna say where I live though, but yeah, I live in the suburbs.
What sort of county? Not area, but like what?
Middlesex.
Okay, Middlesex.
That's a county, right?
yeah,
Middlesex is a county.
Yeah.
Everyone tries to find that.
But like,
I don't.
Twickenham is part of Middlesex, like, but I wouldn't call that suburbs.
No, Twickenham's nice.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call it suburbs. Like, Twickenham is still kind of rough.
It depends on what
Is
part of
it?
Twickenham.
Bro.
Depends on what-
Twickenham's got
Twickenham
like
is-
aristocrats there. Like
Yeah, no,
that's
it depends
like
on what part of
Richmond and that.
Parts of Twickenham.
Parts of Twickenham.
Oh, is there rough parts?
There's rough parts of
Swear
Twickenham,
down.
bro.
So like
Yeah.
niggas rep in Twickenham.
I don't know about niggas, but I'm looking around and I was like, niggas live here, bro.
I used to deliver down there. They have estates. They have estates everywhere. But
Yeah.
Twickenham's it's not rosy. Like Kingston, even Kingston's not thing. I would say
too rosy. Twickenham's got to be more
Richmond.
affluent.
Richmond is a bit more.
Yeah, Richmond. Okay, cool.
Richmond.
Then you get to Chiswick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, so these offences then, what's
No,
your past
I can't-
transgressions?
I can't really disclose, but you know, like I used to have a delivery company, right?
Yeah.
For a couple of years, so I used to have vans and stuff, and it's just, you know, things that people do going slightly over the speed limit and things like that. But
So when that happens, it goes on them, or it goes on like the company has to pay it,
no, it was my company,
right?
so I have to pay it. Like it's so like if any of my drivers or me, it was a delivery installation company, so we used to install multi-gyms back in the day.
Multi-gyms?
Multi-gyms.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Yeah, so gym equipment and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So if they get a ticket, I have to pay. If I get a ticket, that's it. And the thing about the traffic wardens is any vehicle that's branded, like, so if it's like a delivery bit thing, they're quick to slap on the ticket because they know that the company's going to kind of pay.
Yeah.
You know, so
100.
that's why sometimes you say, like, you might see a Tesco van, he's just dropping something off, let him work.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they're on that. They're not even waiting
quick
5
thing.
minutes.
Yeah.
Tesco's gonna pay.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of businesses have departments just for tickets.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. It's a big thing.
With the speed limit thing, where's the rule? Where's it written down that it's 10%? So if it's 20, you could do 22.
Did you not learn that speed awareness?
Nah, it's just
I've even
really,
got one coming, bruv.
Oh, you got nabbed recent?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Where?
On the way here.
Oh,
Fam, I don't even know.
On day 12.
Bro, I don't even know how or where. No, I do know where because I saw the pictures. I went online, but it's a
Yeah,
so
don't
so
tell
you
you.
know, it's actually a what's the thing called?
average speed
Average speed.
So what was you doing?
57.
in a 40.
No, in the 50.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And they say I think it's 3 miles over and you get a ticket. 3 miles over.
Yeah.
That happened to me one time. I was doing 24. And they said if I was doing 20, I asked, I said, so what is it? They said, no, we'll give you a variable, maybe 2 to 3 miles.
Yeah.
You're doing 24. And I was like, damn, in a 20? I was like,
no one was even in danger at 24. Like, you can still break.
Like, come on, man.
They wanted to kick my ass.
Speed cameras at the 20 is a waiting, bro.
So I now know from my house to like the shops in Box Park, I know exactly every
camera.
And how they operate. Because some cameras you can go up to like 10 miles over the speed limit. Up to 9 miles. Sorry, 9 miles.
What?
Up to over the speed limit.
Who found that out?
I found it the hard way.
He said he did 10 this time. He pushed it.
I do things. I push things to the limit.
I want to test it. I feel like that's how I got it, you know?
Okay.
Because in my head, I was like, this shit don't work, man.
No, because that's what
Average speed. I don't fuck with average speed.
I'll be doing in my head is 10%, so in the 50 I'm going 55.
Yeah.
Someone's up my cheeks and I'm thinking, so you want a ticket? No problem. Indicate, I'll get out of the go. So now he's doing 50. I'm thinking, why do you want to just to be 2 seconds ahead of me?
Bro.
Relax.
There's times when I was driving, I'm like, this guy must know something I don't, bro. Because this is definitely average speed.
No,
but
a lot of people don't
there was
care.
a time where I think they were saying on the A13, the cameras go off at a certain time. I'm never trusting that.
No.
I'm never trusting that. I'll just go.
I didn't turn them off myself, so I'm not trusting shit.
Do you know
average speed cameras work? They
definitely work.
Yeah, those ones are accurate.
But average speed is like, it's over a distance.
Yeah.
So it's
So
not like...
I shouldn't say this on, but the best way to do it is just brake before the next camera. That's
Yeah.
it.
Just stop
So
if you have to.
just brake because it will take the average between the two.
Yeah.
But is it per camera or is it like until you turn off?
No, it's camera to camera.
Yeah.
So if you
Okay,
go past
alright,
one,
cool.
it will take the average speed on the next one. Then it will take the average speed on the next one. So all you do is, as soon as you see it, you just brake below the speed limit.
Yeah.
It takes the average below the speed limit based on the next one.
Yeah. Just slow down.
It doesn't matter how quick you get in between the two. That's
Yeah,
my
bro.
opinion. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, you're wrong.
No,
I did break.
What? Oh, you
That's
broke?
what I do.
Nah, you must have been doing like 70
but-
then.
I think I was doing 70.
Because your average speed was 57.
Yeah.
So you could have possibly been doing a
I was
max,
probably
especially
doing
if you
no,
broke as well.
But the thing is, I don't know, because you never actually remember, like, with these, because there's no flash. So it wasn't
when
like
you
I looked at the
picture,
thing
you're like,
afterwards.
huh?
I just break.
That's not me.
I just break every time.
That's what I thought I
Every
did
time.
anyway.
No, but that means in between you must have been.
I must have been going for it.
singing.
But it was 10 a.m. So I'm thinking,
don't
why
you
was I
have
trying to get
that,
here?
What's that thing that you flick up and it just like keeps it at that speed? What's that?
Oh,
thing?
the limiter.
Oh, like the cruise control and all
Usually I
that.
go
Yeah,
cruise
cruise
control.
control.
Through Blackwall Tunnel, I do that because I don't trust that tunnel.
No.
People
You
say
have to
there's no
flick it on.
cameras in there, but I don't trust that. I just go
Yeah.
30, take my foot off
People
the
are
gas,
running.
bro.
You do 30 in there.
I do 33,
On the way-
33, 34.
Wait, but from east to south or from south to
Both
east?
ways, bro. I'm just
South
going.
to east is 20, you know.
What are you talking
Wow.
about?
It says it above it.
No, it says 30 inside the thing. Inside
that's
the tunnel.
east to south,
Are you sure?
bro.
Well,
you got
everybody's
another
doing
one.
30
He's got
in
another
there,
one
bro.
coming.
Everybody's doing 30 in
Bro,
there.
you're going to get serious
Wow.
points if you're not careful, you know?
Bro, I've been doing that since we got this place, bro. I ain't got a single ticket yet, bro.
What's the difference then? Why do they do it?
The other side is wider. And it's more straight.
There's definitely one side that's 20 though.
Is it 20?
Yeah, there's definitely one side that's 20. I
know.
don't know whether it's east or
I've
south.
been through that tunnel a million times. I should know.
I know, boy.
Yeah.
That means we know for sure there's no cameras in there. I've been doing I've never done
I
20
don't think
in
there's.
there.
I'm always looking. I don't think there's cameras.
In the tunnel, before the tunnel there is, but I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think the camera is in the tunnel because I think what they've. Most tunnels don't have cameras because it's a blind.
Or
in a
flash.
tunnel,
Yeah.
A flash in a tunnel is different from a flash outside.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like blinding people.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
dangerous.
Then that's dangerous.
But they don't give a fuck in the Limehouse link. They don't give a fuck
No,
there.
but that one's
Oh
a bit
my
wide. as
God.
well. That one's wide.
Everyone's blind. Everyone's like, oh shit, it's him. And you know what's funny? When they get flashed, you see them slow down. You're thinking, bruv, you might as well just keep going, man.
You know he's in there thinking,
shit. The thing is, there's two things. I remember.
Have you seen how many subscribers we got? We got 50k plus, and we did that when we asked you. So you know what? We're gonna ask you for more. That's why I've interrupted this podcast. We want 100k by the end of the year. God will bless us and God will bless you. Make sure you subscribe. All you have to do is click subscribe and that's it. Become a member if you want, but at minimum, subscribe. 100k, guys. Let's do it this year.
There's two things. I remember Mace was telling me that there was one time when we was going somewhere and he was like, you slow down in this tunnel. I was like, yeah, there's 30 cameras there. There's a 30 there's a camera at the beginning and there's camera in the middle and the end.
Yeah.
And he said, the ones at the beginning and the end work, but the one in the middle don't work.
Nah.
But one time someone sped through and I was like, what the fuck's going on? He's like, everyone knows the one in the middle doesn't work. One day this guy called me, he said, bro. They fixed it. He said, bro. He just said one day he just saw, as soon as he saw one come through, he said, shit. Because there's like six of them coming through.
Yeah.
And then, what was there was another one that something happened with speeding. Who was it again? Oh yeah, it was Ty. So sometimes when you see someone speeding, and sometimes they get flashed and they keep on speeding, you're thinking, what's going on? Sometimes logbook's not in their name.
Yeah, true. Of course.
So that happened to Ty.
It could be, yeah.
That happened to Ty. When he had his car, the logbook went in his name, so he got flashed first time. He's like, oh shit, I'm gonna get points. Nothing came. He's like, what? Got flashed another time, nothing came. He's like, what? This is a fucking dinger, bro. He's on a mad
Wrong way down the one way.
There's a lot of people that they're on fake plates and
that's just so. But sometimes I wish I lived that life. Though.
Listen, I was so close to you when we lived in Kennerton because that congestion that was painful. Because there was one point where I couldn't register the car to the house. I won't go into details as to why, but I couldn't register the car to the house, so I couldn't get the discount, innit? So it was full price whenever I had to leave the house. But in Kennerton, I knew the way to get out without being seen, but I can't get back in. So I would have to go and park in Tesco's
and
then wait. But there was times where it's like, bro, I have to wait till 6. I finish work at 3. Tesco's is 2 hours parking.
Free. Yeah.
Bro, what am I going to do? I'm not going to drive around for another hour. I was thinking, bruv, I should just taper up driving.
Them men they used to park in like...
I used to park in Woolworth Road.
Woolworth Road or Wandsworth Road, you'd park down there,
no? Wandsworth. Yeah.
Men said after 6, he's going on a bus to go get his car. I said, nah, this is too much.
I used to leave my car there. Because it was free parking there, so I just dropped my car there and then go home on the bus. And then
are you lot good with the all this highway code stuff?
No,
I'm horrible.
Yeah, it's
highway code. Nah,
I didn't even understand most of the signs these days.
There's a blue 10, and I don't know what that means.
A what?
There's a number 10.
Oh, the blue 10 on the thing.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
I don't know what that means.
Doesn't mean do 10. That's all I would think it means. But I don't understand the colours.
It's the only blue sign I see.
Like, even the one that secretly gets me is the one with the blue with the red X.
The blue with the red X?
Yeah, so it's blue and it's got like a red X in it. Because I know
that's like no entry, something.
No entry is, it says...
But there's a few no entries. There's the red...
There's more than one no entry?
Yeah, there's a few no entries. That's like... It's different. Yeah, there's a few no entries.
Yeah,
I don't get why they don't just write what they don't want to do.
Yeah. Don't turn in here, bro. Do you know what gets me?
Like,
Except buses. Sometimes when you're driving, you're like, wait, so is that me or except cycles? Bruv, what you accept? Like, who's exempt, bro?
That's what I don't like. I prefer that because sometimes they'll just have the red circle with the pictures of the vehicles in there. And I'm like, are they not allowed or are we not? Why is the circle red?
They do it on purpose. It's like in East London, like where Box Park is. One side of the road is a different set of because they're 2 separate councils.
Yeah. Oh, swear down.
Yeah, one's Tower Hamlets and one's Hackney. I don't even know. And literally on one side of the road is completely different to the other side of the road. So some people think, I've seen it's free parking here. Like literally, so on the right side where Scatler Street, just before I've bought Scatler Street,
is that where Sainsbury's is?
Yeah, the Sainsbury's.
Yeah, that's where I parked the other day.
But the road behind it is called Scatler Street. That's where I normally park. That is free after 5:30.
Yeah,
and then on the other side, it's until midnight.
Yeah, so that's exactly where we parked the other day.
Is fucked. Oh my days, Shoreditch is fucked.
Yeah, you'll get. And the thing about, I complained because I got a ticket one time. And I said to them,
look, to the wrong council.
Exactly. I said, yeah, literally.
That's not outside.
This ain't us.
Yeah, I said no, but I said, look, because the sign is so confusing.
Yeah.
It is really like it's in gibberish. So. Any person, if
you flash it, you're like, man can park it.
Yeah, like, no, seriously. Like it says, not before, and it's mental.
Like, you know when it says 12 a.m., that's confusing as well because you're like,
confusing.
What? At time,
you don't know, and then you just, and I've done that. And I'm gonna go. to a restaurant or something. But then, you know, you got to learn quickly, innit?
Yeah.
So now I know exactly where to park in East London. So you got to learn quickly. You can't make the same mistake twice.
Man. Driving is bad still. Driving is very, very expensive.
It's very expensive.
Let's get intro him right quick because I want to get into the entrepreneur we have with us for sure. 90s Baby Show. My name is Temi Alchemy.
I'm Fred Santana.
Got a shooter in the house.
Yeah.
Might see that shooter in that speed awareness course.
Trust me. Bruv.
At least you got speed awareness though.
I don't know that yet. I need to send in the thing.
Oh, send
Wait,
it
when's the
quick.
last time you got speed awareness though?
No, that was time.
Oh, so it's out of 3 years.
It's out of 3 years.
Oh, yeah, you're good. You know when everyone's like, I know
I
this.
should be calm.
I got
should
it
be
done
calm.
recently.
Yeah.
I'm thinking overseas, underseas, or God in here, whatever God. It's my nigga VP in the cut. That's his scary side.
Yo.
And we got big entrepreneur, king of sliders.
Man said sliders.
No, I'm joking. King of traders. We got Franklin Bartek. You know, anyone by the name of Franklin now has sauce immediately.
I appreciate that.
Like he's made
Not
your
even-
stock go
Yeah,
ah.
I know. It's mad, did it? People are like threatening from Snowfall. I'm like, nah, man. I'm the original Franklin. Yeah.
I was moving boxes.
100,000 boxes.
Yeah.
True stories too.
Yeah?
Well, we're not going to talk about that.
Not that kind of boxes.
Yeah, no. Delivery boxes. Cool.
Right. Yeah. Let's clarify.
Let's clarify. Real quick.
Company, a delivery company.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Tap In Agency. So I'm actually going to read off a bit of information just about them and what's going on and what we're talking about today.
Pay
So
attention.
You have to pay attention, yeah? So Tap In Agency is a black-owned marketing agency passionate about connecting employers to young and diverse talent. And we know the facts of that because when we had that policeman here, Tap In were part of that, okay? So in 2022, they developed This Is Black Gen Z, which is the largest UK-wide research into Black Gen Z's views on the world of working, all right? So you in the workplace, how do you feel what you're going through? So the project was developed to pull together evidence around the real-life issues we all face in the workplace. For example, 35% of Black Gen Z are comfortable wearing their natural hair for a job interview. So they're collecting that sort of data. So Tap-In's bringing it back this year, 2023, and working with key employers to go into even more depth, all right? So we've actually looked at the survey or the questionnaire, sorry, it's about 10, 11 minutes. It's looking at your skin tone. It's looking at, like, you've never seen a questionnaire like this. Like, it's proper in depth. Like, what do you identify as? What do you feel other people identify you as, in case you feel like people look at you different? So it's very deep, right? So this is where you come in. Scan the QR code. We're going to put it somewhere there on the right. Head over to the link in the description as well. Complete the survey, about 10 minutes. You're all good. Fill out all the information correctly. We're looking for people that are Gen Z, but it doesn't matter how old you are as well. We just want to collect that information. So make sure you click the link in the description or try the QR code out. Also, there's going to be a prize draw. So there's 5 winners. 4 people will get a chance to be mentored for their career, so career mentoring. And there's going to be 1 winner that is going to get an iPad with the stylus, the pencil, and also career mentoring. So it's giving dinner with Jay-Z and take the money. Do you get what I'm saying? You can take the money and get dinner with Jay-Z. So shout out to Tap In. That's our sponsors for this episode. We're going to get into some real deep things about Gen Z and working and entrepreneur stuff and all that stuff. But make sure you go fill out that questionnaire because we need that data. We want to make sure you guys are knowing what's going on with Gen Z, especially in the workplace. Fill that out. Links in the description. Everything's there. Yeah. So tell me where it starts, because when we spoke to Dan, shout out to Dan.
Yeah, shout out.
He was speaking madnesses.
Thank you.
Like, but he was speaking, man said thank you.
Yeah.
He was talking about bricks of coke, bro. That's what No, but he was just talking about like various things you've done. I'm like, that shit I've thought of, I never did, or I heard people are doing that kind of stuff. So like, we've had Tim Armu on, and like, I want to start looking at the DNA of people like you.
Got you.
Because there's something there that isn't in me that is in you. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I didn't make.
Us, but it's about how you.
Nah, it's not in all of us. It's not in all of us.
It really
It's not.
isn't.
It's
It
not.
really
I'm not
isn't.
saying that not everyone can make money. You can, and we'll make it in different ways. You might not be as confident on the mic as me. I might jump on the stage. We're different. Not everyone has it, but there's certain people that are like from day.
Yeah.
They've got it. Like, so where does it start? Like, where's the first point where you was like, nah, I'm fucking smarter than all these lot?
I think for me, it wasn't even smartness. It was more drive, man. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, born and raised in Tottenham.
Okay.
You got to grow up quick. You got to understand.
What do you mind age?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah.
I'm a 70s baby.
Okay.
So that, yeah. So
Okay.
You look
yeah.
good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. 1, 2 grades in the light. 1, 2 grades in the light.
Yeah.
So, yeah. The young bit of stress there still.
But no, I mean, so growing up, in Tottenham, and this is when Tottenham was Tottenham.
Yeah. Tell me about
With the
Tottenham in the
stories.
70s. Well,
no,
technically the
it's
80s.
Yeah.
Because obviously you're born. Oh,
But
so I'm
no,
guessing you're late 70s.
Yeah, I'm late 70s.
All right.
I'd assume so too.
79.
Because I was thinking, damn, then you look good.
Yeah.
Thank you. But I mean, 80s in Tottenham was crazy, like, but yeah, I was young, but I was just very fortunate to just have, like, my mum always wanted to kick me out of some nice crepes. So for me, it was quite kind of cool.
Nice.
Like, footwear back in the day helped your status to do things,
100.
if that makes any sense. So that's kind of how I got the whole King of Trainers name. I don't know if I've said that before. I might have said it, but yeah, nah. I mean, you had to grow up quick in Tottenham, especially from where the school I went. So secondary school, like, if you're from my era and you say the bad school, is a school called D&K in Tottenham. So that's kind of, people would be
What's
like,
the full name?
St. David, St. Catherine's. It's in Hornsey.
Okay.
And so if you're from my area and say the bad school, you're like, it's D&K. So people are, no, okay. But we all had smart, like, the school's a good school to learn, but just we're just crazy in that school was bad. But shout out D&K, a lot of us came out okay. Do you know what I mean? Like, but for me, it was I don't know, it was just like a kind of passion and spirit to just always think of making money. Like, people talk about reselling trainers. I was doing that in the 90s. Like, I was going, because Tottenham was Tottenham, in summers it used to get a bit hot. So my mum would say, to me, my sister Jennifer, you guys are gonna go to your aunt in Toronto or your aunt in New York. And,
That's lovely.
Yeah, in the 90s, yeah. So I was out in New York very young, so I was buying back trainers back then to sell to my friends,
And we didn't used to get them the same time back.
Yeah.
So the way I made money was through the exchange rate.
Yeah.
Because back then it was like 2 to 1.
Yeah.
And it was great. So when my friends would give me like £100, I would buy something for $100 and say, yo, it was $100. They'll be like, oh yeah, cool.
Same thing.
Not knowing, because we were too young to know.
They gave you two bills in dollars.
Yeah, but I knew about exchange rates.
Yeah.
So that's how I made my money. So sometimes it'll cost me like I'll make 50 quid on so it may not seem like a lot, but back then,
Yeah.
That was a lot.
Bro, a pound in the sweet shop, like, in the 90s is peak.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's even penny sweets no more.
Nah, I think it's 2p now or something.
5p.
Yo, 5p, yeah.
So that was kind of like my first taste. Like, that's what I'm saying. I was reselling before it was even invented. To that extent. And it wasn't even like now where people put such a high price on things. It was just more to kind of hook up my friends and stuff. And that's partly how I got the nickname King of Trainers, because, but it stems from the 80s and 90s. And so that was kind of my entrepreneurial spirit. I was always in something. I mean, it started before then, I would say. It's like my mum would buy me Matchbox cars. Matchbox cars. I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember Matchbox.
Football.
Hot Wheels?
Before Hot Wheels. Literally, they're the same company. So Matchbox, you literally used to do cars for like £1, right? Yeah. And I had hundreds of Matchbox cars, So that's what my mum would do. She'll go to like the sweet shop, and on the way home from work, she'll buy me a Matchbox car. And I remember I used to have these cars, and they'll be like chameleon coloured and all these different colours. Yeah. And I'll sell them in the playground, not knowing they were collectibles.
Like, in primary school?
In junior, like in junior school. From junior school, I sold them like 2-3 quid to get extra money. And I know that every week I'm getting about 2 or 3 cars. Yeah. So I'll sell them or swap them for, have a collect. And it was just that type of thing. But I was always in it. I was just always into it. Sometimes it was, for me, I didn't even have to do it. Yeah. But I just love doing it.
The rush.
Yeah, I just love doing
it. Did your mum know that you were selling it though?
Not really. I'm too young to, so. Yeah.
Surely she must be thinking like, where's the collection of cars, bro? Like, this guy ain't got no cars in the house.
I was selling Matchbox cars. But I was always, I don't know. I couldn't even pinpoint a particular time. I just knew, because when I started secondary school and I was going to the state, I knew that I had to level up, man. Like, when you're in a kind of secondary environment, everything's like bigger in it. You've got nice things and all that. And I had nice things, but I was like, I got to get this money. Like, I was young. I was always, any one of my friends, you could ask them, my friend was always about thinking of ideas to do things, ideas. That was me. You know,
I'm just going to interrupt for a quick message. Don't go anywhere. Just click like. Back to the video.
that was me. You know, some would work, some wouldn't, but I always have some sort of ideas to do something.
Now,
I crossed his legs.
no, because the DNA is interesting because I genuinely watch people sell stuff in the playground. I was just like, this is long. I think I tried it once.
Yeah, it's
But
very
also,
long.
you could have got robbed as well.
Yeah.
If you wasn't of a certain stature, man would just take your donuts, rob you. Do you get what I'm saying? Right. That's what I'm saying. But you took the risk more than once, which is crazy to me because I used to think, if certain men are around, they might try to take, forget that. Like, you have to think of your stature in school. So like you see, like, was it siblings?
Yeah, I had an older sister. Yeah.
Okay.
But she never went to the same school as me, but yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What's that relationship like with her?
Cool. Yeah, she's that's my big sis. It's good. Yeah. Yeah, it's great.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
So you, your sister, and your mum?
Yeah, my dad. Yeah. I've got older brother and sister in Ghana, you know. But
Ghana.
Yeah,
Ghana, man.
Yeah,
I love it. Listen,
Ghana and the half brothers. That's me, bro. Ghana and the half brothers, boy. I know we talk too much about the Jamaicans. I'm telling you, it's the Ghanaians. Ghanaians are the ones in Africa that are doing that. Like they're prolific, bro.
This is it.
They're absolutely prolific. So what's the in terms of like the influence with like your mum? Like, how has your mum played a role in how you was when you was young though? Because obviously she supported with the cars or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, did she encourage you to sell stuff as well? Like, did she have a hustler spirit?
Yeah, my mum and my dad, you know, RIP my dad, they both had hustler spirits. I think, you see, the thing about diaspora is like people come from like Ghana, Nigeria, Jamaica from young. It's like it's survival mode. They come here, remember, like, we have to really give them credit.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, like my dad came here in the 60s. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And how racist it was out here, how difficult it was, and he managed to buy a house in a place that he's not from. Let's try to do that. Go somewhere that's racist now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta think of it. You know what I'm saying? So I think with me, I understood their struggle very young. Do you get what I mean? And how they fought to kind of give me and my sister a better life. So I wasn't gonna waste it. I wasn't gonna be like mess around and stuff. And I grew up with the baddest of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, every bad person you ever talk to, I know them. I grew up with them. But it's one of those ones where I'm not gonna waste it. I'm here. I have to do better than what they did. So that's kind of, I saw my mum, like the work she had to put in and not getting promoted at work, and do you know what I mean? And then kind of hearing how much she's making very young and realizing, damn, like, mum, you do all of this with this? You know, my dad used to get tailor-made suits. I'm like, Dad, you done all of this with this little money? Like, so I rated it. I was very respectful of their struggle very young. So I realized I had to just do my thing. And the good thing I love about my parents is they said to me, just go to university for us. You know, we always do that. Just go to university.
just for us. That's it.
Yeah. You know, and I did that. And then after, she said, once you do university, you can kind of do what you want. And literally in November,
they don't give a, you can join a gang straight afterwards.
University. That's it. And then like November will be 20 years self-employed.
Crazy.
Oh man, big congratulations.
So wait, you went to uni
and then I haven't worked for anyone.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
That's a waste of a loan, but I hear it though.
What's that loan, man?
Yeah, that loan was like probably like 2-3 bags or something, though.
Yeah, it wasn't that much.
Yeah,
it's like $1,000 a year or something.
I can't remember the podcast name that you were on. CK, I think.
Chucky's one. I've been on.
No, not on Chucky's.
I've been on a few.
I can't remember.
CK, yeah. Currents, yeah.
Yes.
Money talks.
Yeah. You were explaining the story of your dad. Oh my god, have you not seen it?
No, I ain't seen that.
You might as well tell it. Like, you worked in the Coca-Cola factory.
That story kind of enough people hit me up about that. No, so my dad he came to this country. He was a qualified accountant in Ghana.
Okay.
He came here in the 60s and he couldn't get a job, so he had to work in a Coca-Cola factory in Edmonton.
Yeah.
And then because he was educated, the
I know where that factory is.
The one in Edmonton.
Yeah.
So because he was educated, they said, okay, you're gonna be the supervisor of all the black people, yeah. So when, that's why it was segregated. That's what I'm saying. It was that bad. They said you're gonna be the supervisor of the black people. Then they gave an Asian guy, you're gonna be the supervisor of the Asian people. So what it is if I'm honest, they didn't want to interact with the masses, right?
Yeah.
So they'll give my dad all the checks to give to all the black people and give the Asian guy all the checks to give to all the Asian people. And then my dad, you know, Friday will come, they get paid weekly. Friday will come and they'll get their little money.
Yeah.
They'll get them the checks. They, like all the black people get happy. Oh, we've got our money, boom, boom, boom. But then what the Asian guy would do, give them the checks. The people will look at it and then give it back to him. All the Asian guys will look at the money they get and then give it back to him. So this bothered my dad for a minute, and he said, he went to the agency. I said, what are you doing with their money? Like, you know? And then the Asian guy said, no, calm down, my friend. We are all collectively buying a house together, and all of us own houses. Then my dad was like, quickly, he went and bought a house. At the time, they were living in Crouch End.
Yeah.
And then he bought a house in Crouch End, then came and bought a house in Tottenham, and he quickly. Like,
fucking
that whole mentality,
that group economics is mad, because that's with strangers. That's just with people you're just working with, and you got to meet them. I mean, fair enough, you might have come over all together as a family, and then maybe you might have worked in the same place. But like, I couldn't imagine going to my brethren that I've just met at work saying, "Oh, let's just
gonna do."
just off our paychecks, and maybe we're not even getting paid that much."
Yeah. And back then, like, I think that particular job was probably late 60s, early 70s, and houses would, you could get a house for $5,000.
Yeah,
it's mad frowned upon right now. Like for people to pull, like, what's it called?
Partners and all that.
Joint, no, not that one.
Group economics.
Yeah, no, just buying a house as a group. Like,
right.
I can't go and look at it like it's like we're too poor to do it on our own.
Yeah,
it's
nah.
like,
You see, that's the thing. Like, I remember, this was early 2000s. I got all my friends into a room.
Yeah.
And I said, there's about 15 of us. I said, guys, let us do what my dad was taught back then, and let's all put our money together and buy houses back then, like early 2000s. And then my friends, there was about 15 of us, and only like probably 3 to 5 of us came out saying we're going to do it. You know what I mean? Then we started buying property. But back then, if we all kind of just had the same mindset, we'll be killing it now.
Clear.
You know, so I bought my first place when I was 23. You know, and it's like, it's just, sometimes you just think, right, sometimes you just need that extra push from people around you to be like, okay, this is what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Well, there's a thing, like, when you buy as a group, now someone gets a girlfriend, the girlfriend's staying there rent free. and you want to move out and you can't pay for 2 places.
Know who you're dating with.
The wear and tear, the property's mad now. There's 8 of us in there.
This is the problem, but it's discipline. I think everyone can do it if they have the right type of networks and stuff, and the right mentality. It's all about mentality. You know, when you guys know that it's a business, it's all about mentality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The thing is, with like putting your money together, like I've seen, and again, I don't know the particular countries, but I know, like, in terms of some of the Asian communities, like, man will live with his mum, his uncle, and his like, they don't mind living together. Whereas us, we're like, all right, let's dip. Like, you, brother, you go over there, I go over there. And like, I kind of think, is that the best way to be doing things?
No, it's not. Because you see, the problem with our communities is we see things and items as a form of success.
Yeah.
In their communities, not speaking for them, obviously, they see family and togetherness as a form of success.
Yeah,
you know
man.
I mean? We see, I'm going out my own individualism as a form of success.
Sometimes
that tricks us into thinking, do you get what I mean? We're doing
this
great.
Is fucked. This is fucked when you think about it. Oh shit. Because like, I'm thinking right now, like, you know, like when you think of like success, you kind of see it as you're successful and then you're going to hand it down to others.
Yeah.
You don't always think, all right, cool, let's all gather our money together and we can all do it.
Successful.
You kind of want to be the one to be like, hey, I'm nice to everybody.
Nah.
I bought everybody this.
I've never had that mentality. I've always tried to bring my people in. Always. Like, and they can tell you this. They're like, nah, Frank's always looked out. Like, any little scheme, anything, man, let's do this. Like, even if it, you know. You know, I'm always trying to, you know, and to my detriment sometimes, if I'm honest.
Of course.
You know, but you've got to have that kind of mentality to always be.
But do we need less shame then with like living with family? Because 100%. It's like the most downgrading thing when you're living with your mum at this age, or you're living with all of those people in one house. These times they own that house.
Look, I'll tell you something. Yeah, you see, I became a millionaire before I was 30. right? In terms of property, not
Right.
liquid, but property, right? And I had property here, there, and everywhere, right? But then the credit crunch happened.
Yeah.
I lost my installation contract. I lost my, I was, my place was rented. Then a couple of my places, my tenants weren't paying their rent.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I had to move back in my parents.
Yeah.
You know, I'm coming up to nearly 30 now.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm paying.
Is this around like 2008? That credit crunch, yeah?
I lost my contracts. I was working mad hours. I'm back at home with my parents. I'm back, and I call myself at the time I called myself the broke millionaire because I was like, right, I've got all this property, but I can't liquidate it to get myself out of these positions. And then that's where my mentality changed. Because before I thought, I failed, and I was like, nah, man. It's, by me staying at home, it's saving my life,
bro.
I'm not kidding myself.
You got a support system as
just
well.
Just go home, bro. Sometimes just go home.
Bro, we go home. That's what you're supposed to do. Like, home is safe. Like, this is a benefit.
Never, like, anyone listening to this, you should never feel discredited if they haven't got a place to stay or just understand that it's coming in it. Like, we can't. Like this, especially in London, it's expensive.
Oh,
it's expensive.
Yeah. Like, crazy, bro.
You know, and now with thing like where I live, my mortgage is doubled. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like, don't be ashamed. Okay, everything in due time. Do you know what I mean? And if we just have that mentality, because obviously we see these things and girls, you still live at home with your, like they clown you or whatever it may be. That should stop.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these girls ain't living with they're living at home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's fine for them.
Saving their money.
But I think we're gonna see a lot less of that because everybody understands how expensive it is nowadays.
Good.
So
I'm happy.
Like. When you're somebody who's also trying to rent and you realize this guy lives at home but rent outside is 5 bags a month, bruv. I don't mind going to your mum's house if we can now go together and move out. But I think it's the uncomfortability for men, really, because when I was younger, the only reason I didn't need to move or have a feeling to move is because my mum wasn't there. Like my mum and dad weren't always at home, so I had a lot more freedom in my house. But if they were there and I'm trying to bring girls home and do all of that, I would want my own place.
I wanted to move out early
because they're there all the time.
We was on top of each other basically at home. It was like, sharing a room with my brother, sisters there, mum and dad there. Like all the rooms are full. Not to say, this isn't in every house, but it was like, so I don't have the space and that was all it was. I can't link girls.
That's all it is.
That was the only thing.
You can do everything else but link girls, and now you're like, I need to move out.
I need to go and blow money on rent. I need to blow money on rent.
Fam, it's crazy.
Yeah, unfortunately, that will get us in a lot of problems. But when you understand the game and you're like, okay, I got to build myself up, then it starts to change.
Yeah. I find that like my choices when I was younger, I was very much like, I want this, this is what's going to signify success for me, all this stuff. And then once I've like got my missus and my children, I'm like, actually, hold on, how am I going to have this and then they're not going to have that? Or I'm taking out of their pot to do, I'm buying this watch, but like, I'm not taking her to swimming lessons and she can't swim like me now. Do you get, like, or anything like, it's like, there's bare things that I've thought, like I've been hustling backwards, or at least I used to think very backwards. I used to think, if it don't matter what order I get it, as long as I get it.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Let me get I got a watch, then I got a car, then this is so back. I got a watch, car, then house. Like, it's so backwards.
Well, sorry to cut you, we just have to sometimes go through it for us to understand it. When you tell people, and sometimes when because I teach as well. I teach different colleges and universities, guest lecture, and sometimes you try to tell them about saving, and I tell people about saving in gold and stuff like that. From for years, I've been telling people that, and they're like, "Oh no, but I want to buy this," and they don't understand it. But sometimes I'm like, "Okay, you just go and do what," and then you'll come back and be like, some of my students, they will send me like a DM and be like Franklin, like, sir, you really was investing in us, but we didn't really see or understand what you were saying. So
that's mad.
Wow.
Literally things that you can only learn through experience sometimes, man, because it's different for, say, for example, they see you've got nice Averex jacket on or whatever, blah, 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 and you're telling them, no, don't buy this. Go buy a house and blah, blah, blah first. They're like, bruv, no, man,
we want to be like you.
I want to be like you today. Like,
I keep pretending I'm a lot older than them. So I think it's a long time. Look, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, when I was a kid, like, I got my first Averex jacket, like, 17. At 500 quid. I had no business.
5 bills at 17.
Crazy. 20 something years ago. Like,
Nah.
in the 90s. So
Bro.
I had my red jacket early. Yeah, I was one of the first people to
A
probably.
5 bill jacket is expensive right now.
Right now, it's expensive,
Yeah.
bro.
5 bills
Everything
then.
was shit.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, back then.
Yeah,
That's what I was outside.
you couldn't
outside.
just have that jacket again.
No.
Like you could get robbed for it if you got it. You could have the means to get it, and it still wasn't worth having it.
That's it. Back then, it was a something. It was like a status symbol.
Yeah.
You know, I said this many times that, you know, I was just very hungry when I was a kid.
Yeah.
To just get stuff. Like my car I got when I was like 18. A brand new it's nearly new Corsa. You know, back then I was very, man, me and my friends were all like that.
Yeah,
You know, we
yeah,
had to. It was like you had to learn to drive. Like if you didn't have your license, you're like, what? Like
Yeah,
it was very. So we all kind of pushed each other.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? You know, and we'll just hustle it. Like
How much
you
of
know,
that group are you like still around today?
all of us, all the real, all of us, like my real like friends, we're still friends.
And they're
Yeah.
from school
30
days.
years. Yeah, I've got friends that are like, I've got a few friends that like 30 plus years. We're all.
So you
That's
didn't lose
dope.
anyone to any street nonsense?
Oh yeah, a lot of my
you
friends
did?
got murdered. Unfortunately.
Damn.
Yeah, a lot of my friends got.
Who was you
my
guys?
best friend.
Who was Tottenham? Because we're South.
Is it
Yeah,
Hackney?
yeah.
Hackney.
You was beefing Hackney.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yes, yeah.
The stories. So.
And then you're in Shoreditch.
At the end of
Imagine
the
that.
day,
Yeah,
it's
life.
a
Yeah.
mad question. But did you think you won or lost?
No, I mean, to be honest, like everyone lost.
Yeah.
Everyone lost in that.
Good
I wasn't
answer,
even
yeah.
involved in it like that. Like I just knew a lot of people, but we all lost, man. We're black boys killing each other.
So it wasn't worth
we all
it.
lost. Never worth it.
That's the message.
Never worth it.
What, do you know where it was over?
I do. It's not right for me to say on the show if I'm honest.
Yeah,
I do know
yeah.
The history of it. Yeah.
When we look at some of ours on the South side, it's like it was over a girl. A
Most of the
comment.
time.
Yeah.
It's just foolishness.
Shoot,
One or
even-
two people gone. Like
Yeah.
Even I think Bloods and Crips that was over a jacket or some shit.
That's
in
what they
school,
say. Yeah, that's what they say.
apparently.
Like someone got bullied for something. That's what they say. But it's
You never know. It could be from something else before that, but like overall, there's an item that someone argued over and then bang.
Yeah.
Like,
our grudges still held today.
100%. Yeah, unfortunately, you know.
Rough.
Yeah, no, like with me, it's like, you know, I try my best to, you know, I know a lot of people, you know what I mean? And I just want to keep the peace. I want everyone to see like peace, do you know what I mean? But it's, you know, when people lose their lives, unfortunately, it's a serious situation.
hard to go
It's a
back
very
over that.
Yeah, it's a very serious situation. So it's definitely something that,
very difficult.
yeah.
Like, I've been fortunate enough to not actually lose anyone super close to me in terms of like my friends, like family members from natural causes or, you know, heard of things, but I haven't actually been in a situation where I've lost a friend, someone my age group that I'm around. Like I've seen people die in the area, but like, what is that like for like yourself or even like the families? Like, how do you?
It's devastating.
Because do they look at you like? Oh, like you guys were with him, you should have protected, or why didn't you stop? Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, a lot of the fit situations that happened, like I think my first one was my friend Danny. He was actually a white boy who I grew up with. Like, he was one of my best friends. We literally next neighbors.
Yeah.
And he got stabbed to death when I was a
Yeah.
kid. It wasn't even over that. It wasn't nothing to do with that. It was something
Yeah.
completely different. And it was devastating because like back then, when you hear of things, you always think it's someone else. Like you said, you haven't lost anyone, but when you lose someone who's like your guy, then you're like, damn, this shit is heartbreaking. Do you know what I mean? And it's for the families, it's heartbreaking, and it's devastating. Like it's devastating. And I always like advise any young people who are in those types of situations, it's not worth it, man.
Never.
It's not worth it. You can't sleep with the demons. It's not worth it. You know, just get your money and chase gal and do your thing.
But that's
It's not
where it
worth
happens, though.
Sometimes, indeed. And I think, but you know, it's not worth it. I can't speak for every situation. I'm not
In the
privy.
situation.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
privy to
yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
these things, but it's really not worth it.
100%. So then back into entrepreneur life, right?
Yes.
The first company was
Okay, so my first, so out of university, I studied visual communication design. graphic design at Middlesex University.
Okay.
And then I actually set up a graphics company called Fab Graphics, doing graphic design myself.
Oh, sick.
And then from there, I was fortunate enough, at the time I was in uni, I was working for a company called Body Active. They were in Charing Cross, and they would do like fitness equipment, right? So I was the mail order manager in my teens, late teens. I had my own office, my own desk. I was doing the mail order, like packing stuff and sending it. I was cool. I was living a good life. But then they got bought over by a big company called Powerhouse Fitness, and there was a Scottish company. So they would they took the mail order up north, and they said to me, "Oh yeah, you can go and shop floor." This me what? I'm not going to shop floor. So they said, "Oh well, we need people to do like installations of the multi gyms and stuff."
Yeah.
For the things we sell. So I said, "Okay, cool." So then what I done, I got a van. I bought a van. Then I set up Fab Van, and I said, "Okay, I'm going to be the installation company that you guys use."
Yeah.
So then what? I finessed it. I can't lie. I got them to rent my van. I got them to pay me an hourly rate and a commission of every installation. Because a multi-gym installation would be like 6 to 8 hours, and that would be like 300 quid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, let me take a bit of that, let me take a bat. And sometimes we can be at a place, I've done some really amazing installations, in a Regent's Park in London Zoo, right? In the middle, the American ambassador's house is in the middle of Regent's Park. People don't know this. Right in the middle. So if you're ever in Regent's Park, just drive around and you'll see 2 armed guards in a small little...
I see them.
Yeah. That's because the American ambassador's house is in the middle. I've been in the house. I've done the gym in the house.
Fuck off.
Yeah. I've done the gym
on
in the
the
house.
mat.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah, I've done the
That's
gym.
mad.
Yeah. I can't even say where it is, but I've done the gym. And underneath that house, they got a bunker. It is insane. I've been to some insane places. I've done the ex-Pakistani Prime Minister, like when he was exiled, Sharif, he got exiled to the UK, and he had the top of a place in Mayfair, one of the places off Hyde Park, Mayfair.
Yeah.
Like he had like the top floor, and he was exiled.
Yeah.
And I done his treadmill for him. I've done Natalie Portman.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Natalie Portman.
This circular one here?
Yeah.
That's
You see it? Yeah. You see it, right?
Yeah.
Inside there, there's a couple acres like in the middle, and it's got
even know
A
it had
couple
this.
I didn't
acres
even
in
know
the
it had
middle.
it.
Hell?
Yeah, I ain't been that close to...
I've been
the
Regent's
picture.
Park.
Yeah,
I've never
You have to
seen that.
just park up and walk, and you'll see 2 armed guards, like they're not even like basic armed, they're fully armed.
Yeah.
And that's the guys, that's the yard. And I've been in there, yeah, man. He has three. At the time, this was like early 2000s, mid 2000s. He has 3 chef and staff to serve him every single time. I forgot who the guy was, but that house is amazing.
There's a lot of houses. There's more than one house there.
Yeah, there's a main bit, and then there's like, but it's and it used to belong to the Queen, and the Queen gave it to the Americans.
Bro, this house is big. There's
Yeah.
bare houses here. There's more than one.
That's mad.
But that might.
Yeah,
What
so
the
there's
hell?
yeah, man. It's like people don't know there's like such a big compound in the middle.
Yeah.
They don't know that.
great.
Yeah, I've done Natalie Portman when she was doing some filming. I've done her bit. I've done like mansions up north.
Yeah.
I've done a place called Birdlip Mansion, and it's like Birdlip House or something like that. And the place was like, it was like a whole forest. The guy, he was like some construction guy, and he had. I've been to some amazing places. Amazing, different.
That's crazy.
Bishop's Avenue, all
So
that.
you installed gyms.
Yeah, multi gyms. Yeah, it's mad. I've done graphic design and installed multi gyms.
I'm thinking, why aren't you like Wham then, innit?
You don't know what's under the A-brake.
But you see, that's the thing. You know what it is.
You're
There's a
carrying weights
blowfish.
in and out
Yeah,
of
in and out,
places,
yeah,
innit?
yeah.
You should be like,
Yeah, but that was a long time ago. I've lost a lot. But no, you know what it is as well. It's like, it's funny people say that, because when you look at strong physiques, it's not always the big people in it. That's what it is.
because I'm watching Physical 100.
Aye, that show was great.
Yeah. Even the guy who won wasn't the biggest guy.
I ain't
Nah, he
finished
wasn't.
it yet.
Oh,
But-
sorry.
No,
Yeah.
I say that
Yeah.
spoilers
Yeah.
don't. But
Yeah.
I can't tell who would win. Like,
Yeah.
because there's a lot in like everyone's in their weight classes, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it can
Yeah.
go anywhere, and the challenges ain't necessarily
That's what I'm saying.
Just for the one man,
physical
innit?
100. So it's a whole
Stamina, all of it.
I
Yeah.
watched that too. I finally watched it. Yeah, I finished watching it the other day.
So yeah, being Wham, carrying transport, and you had a team, or you did this?
Yeah, we had a few guys. We'll do, and a treadmill is heavy.
I was gonna say, how
the
heavy
Life
is that
Fitness-
shit?
Oh, it's heavy. Probably about 200 kg.
So does it come as one or it's deconstructed?
No. So you have it's deconstructed. So you have like the bed,
Yeah.
and the bed. The most heaviest bit is like the motor. It's like a little car engine. if I'm
Right,
honest.
right, yeah.
So, and then from the bed's heavy, and sometimes people want them in the most obscure places, like
Yeah.
attics. Oh Lord,
Carrying it up that tiny stairs.
Oh my goodness. So some treadmills, like the Life Fitness ones, like the ones you see like mowing in the gym.
Yeah.
Those ones are so heavy. So sometimes we have to kind of like, if it can't fit, we have to deconstruct it further, and then take it up the stairs and then re-put it together and stuff. But people, they never. Oh yeah, can I get it in this?
Yeah.
So I've done that for a couple of years, and then after that, and to be fair, I was young and I was making quite a bit of money, a lot of money to be fair at that age. And then that's when the credit crunch happened, and then I set up an installation company. I set up a delivery company because I had the vans after the installation.
Oh, so
How
repurposed
many
it.
vans you have?
I had about 5, and then we sent some to Ghana to do a delivery business in Ghana. No, sorry, transport business in Ghana. Across to Kumasi, we had
nice.
Yeah, in Ghana.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Real adaptation. Yeah, said repurpose.
Yeah, had to. But yeah, I mean, it went really well in Ghana. Like in Ghana, we had about 4 vans across to Kumasi. Each van was doing $100 a day profit. So it was about nearly $12,000 a month.
Nice.
So we're doing all right, but you have to be there.
Yeah.
I heard you saying that as well.
I was gonna say what was
It's
going on
crazy,
there.
man.
You have to be there.
Was it like family that you got to run it?
Yeah, it was family.
Be the ones that are
Unfortunately,
closest to you.
my cousins, they messed up, man. Because it was across Kumasi, and this is before, like, if you know Ghana, people say there's a lot of chochos and stuff. So and they have like these buses called VIP, which are kind of the things. We were just below that. They weren't chochos, they were proper good buses. They were like Mercedes long wheelbase buses, and we were doing across Kumasi, and it was called God's Way, and it was motorway. God's Way.
You need the transport business to be blessed immediately. God's way.
And everyone knew our buses, right? 4 buses across cars going back and forth. And the way we knew that my cousins were misbehaving is one of my aunts was in Kumasi and she phoned my mum. She said, "Oh yeah, you've done well. You've opened a new route in Kumasi." My mum's like, "I haven't got
A new route?"
Yeah. So what my cousins were doing is they're telling my uncle, God bless him, that we're just staying in because it's late to bring the buses back. Not knowing at night they were doing a chocho route around. Messed up the buses, man. Broke my heart. I lost a lot of money, man.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So they were just running their own route, and then they'll do the route in the morning or
so
something.
then that will mash up the buses. Then every time the buses are broken, they're asking us for money. We're like, we're paying you the equivalent of what doctors are getting in Ghana. We paid them so well. Everyone was eating, the whole family. In Ghana, you have to feed everyone.
the family.
Feed everyone.
But it wasn't enough, bro.
It wasn't enough.
That's crazy.
They messed up the business. This was before like all the chochos start to because we had like a solid kind of situation, and we kind of opened the doors for a lot of these guys to bring the buses over. But so we stopped that business. God being so good, it helped us finish our houses out in Ghana. So we got
That's nice.
Yeah,
At
that's the
least
main
you got
thing, really.
Yeah.
Houses and stuff. So.
Yeah, chocho, by the way, is that small.
The small one with
minimal-
like 20 niggas.
Yeah.
No one can sit down.
That's it.
It's like a minivan, basically.
Yeah. Them jokes in Nigeria. I've been in it once. I said, nah, man. We're better than this, man. I can't do this. I'm too brony for this, bro. I'm too Oyubo for this, man.
Opening the door as it's still moving.
You have to run and jump in now.
Yeah.
It's long.
The man's looking at bare people, man's like, there's space on there, trust me. There's not, bro. There's no space on there. Damn. Okay, cool. So then vans, and then that's broken down. And then what next after that?
Yeah, so then, so I mean, at the time I had the bus company there, because I had the installation company, I was making quite a bit of money from that. That's kind of what gave me my good foundation with money, and I was investing in property and all that. I bought quite a few places. Then after that, I personally was just kind of overworking myself, if I'm honest. I had about 3 or 4 contracts. So I had a morning delivery contract with Tilbury Docks, delivering wine. So I'll do that from from 6 in the morning. Sorry, from 6 in the morning.
You driving yourself?
Yeah. From 6 in the morning till about 12 in the afternoon, delivering wine to all the restaurants. Right. Then after Tilbury Docks, I had a courier contract, so-called courier systems. I'll do couriering from about 12 to about 8 o'clock, sleep in my van. Then I had a nighttime alcohol delivery business.
No. This is a real Ghanaian man over here. You know, they say Ghanaians are stingy.
I was killing myself.
Tight. He said, nah, no workers. I'm going to do it all myself.
Because when I had the installation company, I was making so much money that I wanted to live that life. You know, where I threw a lot of money away, if that makes any sense. So when I was young, imagine like I was working for a company that's a Scottish-owned company, and I was like probably like the 4th highest paid person in a white Scottish family-owned business.
Yeah,
they hated that. So they obviously, as soon as credit cards go, let's get rid of the contract one. Let's do all this. Let's re kind of save money, and that kind of. So I was like, damn, I went from earning this now to this. Do you know what I mean? I need to
make it up.
I need to make it up, and that was toxic for me because I was burning myself to the ground.
Who would you rather work with, Nigerians or Jamaicans?
That's a hard question, man. I mean, anyone that's truthful. I don't think it's about the person. It's because everyone would do you over, you know.
Yeah,
everyone would. Sorry. Oh God, sorry. Everyone would do you over. It's not about, you know. I've been done over by so many people, you know, and my thing is I've always kept going. You know what I mean? You know, the brothel people have done me the worst though. But of course. But look, at the end of the day, it's all love. Like for me, it doesn't really matter. It's about who's truthful and who's gonna make something happen.
What's the most heartbreaking thing that's happened in business for you?
When I was working for the company Powerhouse Fitness, and I'll say this, man, because there was a guy that took over. You know, the guy that was saying, "Oh, we got to save money," literally took my idea that I proposed to them and went and done it himself.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so.
What was the idea? What was the idea?
It was just to kind of, so I become, like, it was literally what I was doing. Like, I was, you know, as an installation company, but trying to kind of cut corners to save them money. So I was just cutting a few corners and literally just done it. So he then set himself up as the person. So I went to you to be like, okay, let's save money this way. Then you see, okay, how much I'm making, and then went and done it directly with them.
Yeah.
So
you ever address him?
To swear?
Yeah, of course.
Fuck him.
Yeah. I hear that. You ever address him though? You ever address him after that happened?
No, I never saw him because I'd left by then. But I heard later down the line.
You just heard later.
Yeah, and it's all good, man.
Yeah, you're rich now, man. Let's go.
Jerry, don't put it out.
Hey, you got a good net worth there.
Yeah, you got a good one.
I'm still working. I'm still hustling.
Bro, I wouldn't work if I was you, bro. I can't lie.
I'm still hustling.
What's the hustle now then? Like, what's it looking like?
No, it's business, man. Like, you know, we got a few different businesses. We've got a shop called Retro Store.
Yeah.
In Box Park, where we sell like dead stock retro, like Nike, Reebok, Adidas, Supreme. We sell all that stuff in Box Park. Then we got like a store called Healthfulness, where we do like alternative health products. You know, it was called Green Machine, myself and Retro 2.
Oh,
we do that.
Okay.
We do that, but we've changed the name Healthfulness.
Got you. Because I was going to say, when you said the alternative, I was thinking CBD.
Yeah, we do CBD, we do all of that as well.
What are other alternatives?
CMOS, Maca.
Okay,
like really kind of health. It's a very health conscious shop.
CMOS is on the rise. The stock.
I'm trying to get onto that.
Yeah, come through, man. We got all the CMOS. We got the gels. We got the raw CMOS from St. Lucia.
That shit tastes like phlegm, though.
Yeah, but
oh my lord!
What is CMOS?
Right.
Oh god. So CMOS. You know what? I'm not the best person. I'm just for the business.
I'm investing that.
But you know what it is. So CMOS is basically like, it gives you like, I think something like 96% of the body's nutrients. So it's like basically a vitamin, but it gives you all the like all rounding, and then from there it's
Have you take it?
Yeah.
And
I take CMOS.
Do you know the improvements on your?
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
How
I got energy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can beat you all in a race.
Yeah, there's a car park downstairs, you know, with a whole load of space.
And you know what? You know what happened? You know them videos where some old people start racing and someone falls down.
Yeah. Man's got a hole in the A-roads and that. Frank is on the floor, man.
We're all old, but
I don't like the energy you just challenging, man. Like, I could be you on the race.
Hey, the sea bosses is doing powers, man.
I like the energy, though. We've been offering people out for a race for a long time. They don't want it.
We do a sports day or something. It's funny because me and Steve, the madman, were gonna do something because he was like, he's proper like. He was a footballer, innit?
Yeah.
So I was thinking, we need to do a sports day. We get all the guys, the quote unquote influential people, and just do a race, like, see who's the.
Who's the alpha male?
I'd win.
I'd definitely lose right now. But the other day I did like a jog with my dog, innit? Yeah, because I was taking him for a walk.
Middle class beefy.
Yeah.
Man would jog with his dog.
No, but obviously I wanted to take him on a walk, but then it started spitting. So I was like, do you know what? Let me actually just jog in it, yeah?
Oh, so you didn't plan to do this?
No, I didn't plan to, but I was already in the tracksuit,
You made it seem like, you got out there in the gym.
No. It was when I was out there, that's when the middle class hit me. I was like, I'm in the tracksuit, I got the dog.
Nigga, you just tried to avoid the rain, bruv. That's how I went for a jog with my dog.
I did in the end. Did I not jog in the end?
You ran home. No. I
jogged. Yeah. But this is what happened, yeah. So I started doing the jog. So I was getting back round to getting home in it, yeah. And then I was like, I've got the energy. So now I'm doing sprints.
Okay.
Bro, my hammy. Bro, I felt that. Like,
when was the last time you ran?
The last time I ran? Oh, God. Probably when I was out in Ghana, to be fair. I was running out in Ghana.
When was that?
That was in December.
Okay.
Oh, that's pretty recent.
Sprint.
Yeah, I was sprinting out there.
Bro, sprinting is different.
I was sprinting today. I was in the gym today.
Is it?
That was difficult.
Hey, it's hard.
What are you talking about? I wasn't sprinting.
Treadmill.
Yeah, I was sprinting.
What level was you on?
It was what, 17?
What miles an hour?
I don't know what the levels are. I don't know if the
it's
levels
miles an hour.
Are the levels miles an hour?
It depends. I mean, I ain't installed it more gym for a long time.
Yeah.
He's selling KMH or MPH. Yeah, I don't know what they're, but yeah, I did a few sprints because I know it's the quickest way to lose weight, innit? In terms of like burn calories, doing sprints, and I get bored in the gym quick, so I'd rather just get in and out.
What weight are you?
I'm 87 right now.
What do you want to get to?
Yes, and this is what I was going to even say. I want to lose 7 kg by... When's a realistic time to lose 7 kg? If I'm going to the gym 3 times a week, I would say, I'm sure a month is possible, right?
So that's a lot in a month.
Is it?
Yeah. I think you're like 1 kg a week at max.
That's quite a lot.
Really?
Yeah, that's quite a lot.
Oh, right. Okay, I'll give it to I'll give it to your wedding. I'll give it to your wedding. Yeah, I'll give it to your wedding.
80 kg, yeah?
80 kg, yeah. And I'm saying it here, I'm going to do weekly weigh-ins.
That's what's up.
Cool.
That's what's up.
Weekly.
Well done,
how much do you weigh?
I don't, you know what? You guys do kg, I do stones. I'm about 12 stones, 30 stones. I don't know what that is.
70,
that sounds
78, 80.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
Sounds
I do
about.
Stones. I'm old school. That stones.
Let me see that. 12 stone in kg. 76.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
It's all right.
Bro, I'm heavier than you though, man. That's crazy. I'm significantly heavier than you. Do you know what I'm saying? No, honestly, I ain't lost this lockdown weight. I ain't lost it.
Oh, really?
I ain't even tried though.
I went more.
I ain't put on more. I've just stayed the same. So I was 77, went to 87, and I bounced between 85 and 87. There's times when I know I've probably gone to 90. I didn't even touch the scale. I didn't even touch the scale. I knew what it could possibly say, but I haven't been able to lose that. So I just want to get to like 80 and actually trim up. But I proper want to now like lose the weight. But now I've got Mandy on it. Because you see, when you're with your missus, it's difficult. It's difficult, right? I think it's even worse than your
she
mum.
went gym with you this morning?
Now, she didn't go gym with me, but she's on a vibe of like eating better and actually trying to like lose a bit of weight or whatever.
Have you ever gone gym with your partners?
No, I haven't actually.
Have I gone gym with my
I
partner?
have.
I think I have. ages ago, not with Mandy.
Maybe in a hotel or something. Yeah.
On holiday,
On holiday,
like,
done it, yeah.
and she's like, I'm coming downstairs with you. You're like, all right, cool. She ain't doing shit. Nah, I ain't going with my partner. I can't lie. It's just a distraction, man. I'm just thinking, are you all right? Like,
Are you all right?
no, serious. I'm thinking, are you okay? Like, I'll just be watching over there. Like, but I'm gonna lose the weight. I said, nah, I'm gonna really try and lose weight. Like, stop eating bad. I'm cutting sugars now.
It's good.
After today.
Yeah.
I know I walked up in there with a
It's
Twix.
hard.
Niggas about to say I got a white Twix.
Nah,
Oh
it's
yeah,
hard, though.
it's bro.
The sugars is- the
but that's
sugars
where the
is-
weight comes from.
Yeah.
The
I needed
sugars.
to keep going, boy, because I'm low iron and them kind of things there. So
Come through, man. We got.
Oh, yeah,
we got
okay,
some
cool.
stuff.
Where is it? Where is it?
Box Park. I got
What's
3 on
the
the strip.
one? Yeah, because
Free
you got
on the strip.
Averex.
We got the Averex shop. Yeah.
And then what's
So
the
it's
other one?
unit 20 is Averex.
Yeah.
Unit 11 is retro, and unit 9 is healthfulness. Yeah.
Okay,
So all
yeah,
of
yeah.
that same
Because
block
that's
park.
opposite the Soho House, isn't it?
correct.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Because when
yeah.
we left, was it Alexis? Alexis was even like, oh yeah, this guy
It's
owns
there.
this. I was like, oh, swear down, yeah.
So we got, but so the Averex shop is a partnership with me and Averex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Explain
Official
this.
house
Explain this.
Yeah,
please.
so basically, I done an LS collaboration.
Yeah.
This was 2019 before lockdown.
Yeah. What made them want to get in?
So they contacted me. PR company contacted me. Their PR company contacted me. Shout out Jonathan. He contacted, said, look, we want to.
Well, shout you, Jonathan. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
nah. This guy, yeah, I shout him out. He's a good guy. And they basically said, look, we're gonna invite you and 10 others to do like a like the tanker shoe. The actual trainer.
Okay.
It's called the tanker. And we're gonna re-release it. We're gonna invite you down. They brought people from all over the world.
Right.
So then Ace Hotel at the time, we're there and we're all designing and stuff. And then all these, like, they put on a spread. All these guys are having like a good time. I'm sitting there and I'm like, because I love this thing. Like, I love training. When it comes to trainers, I love trainers. Like, I love it.
What's your favorite trainers?
My ones that I designed. Okay, cool. But no, so I was sitting down and I was like, okay, so it's a less. And in my head, I was like, I was thinking, okay, my mum loved Boris Becker, and I'm sure he was wearing a less. So I literally went into the archives of what they had, and I realized, like, Boris Becker was wearing an less tracksuit top in 85 when he won the Wimbledon Championship.
Right.
And my mum loved him so much that at the time he had an LS deal and a Puma footwear deal, a LS clothing deal and a Puma footwear deal. And my mum,
crazy.
Yeah, my mum literally, I've got a picture when I'm like 6 years old.
They could never do that now.
His feet and his body separately.
Literally.
So separate.
Word.
My mum literally went out to find me the trainers he was wearing, which was it was at the time it was like a Pumas with white and red. So I've got a picture of me in some white and red Pumas, not knowing, like. So she would literally went from then on when I was a kid. We'll go to the shop and she was like, this is a tennis, because she just wanted to buy me quality. I would mash up my trainers so much, because they're cheap trainers here, there, and everywhere. So my mom was like, no, I have to buy you quality. So by her buying me quality trainers, it was the tennis shoes at the time.
Yeah.
People don't understand, like, tennis was like a way bigger sport than anything back then.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So, tennis influenced a lot of the terrace culture, influenced a lot of different things. So my mum would literally buy me the shoes that tennis players were wearing. So in school, I had all the dope shoes, the dope trainers. And now sometimes me and my sister comes to lie and, like, if it was a nice pair of trainers, we'd be like, oh, mummy, this tennis player, she's like, oh, are you sure? Okay. That means it's good quality. That means it's good quality. So that's how I got my nickname, King of Trainers.
Right.
So it's a playground nickname. Oh, you're the King of Trainers. I had all the nice trainers.
Right.
And then that's kind of where it stems. So just to kind of fast forward to this. So when I was sitting down in front of the shoe, there was no collaboration on the table. And I literally sat and I said, okay, this shoe, I need to really kind of think about the history and connect to my mum. So then I literally just said, okay, have you got the original tracksuit top that Boris Becker was wearing? And somehow they had it in the archive and they brought it to me. So I said, okay, I'm going to just, and I was looking at it and I could have done anything. I could have put leathers, all that. I just said, okay, I'm going to do it light blue and dark blue. And that was it. When I done that now, they done the samples. And I said to them, so they did the samples about a couple months after that. They done the samples. Probably February, so we done it in 2019. Then February 2020, the samples came. Yeah, and they said, okay, here's just 5 to 10 for you and your friends, right? And I said, so aren't you guys gonna do like an event or something? Like, this is a shoe.
This is my shoe, bro.
And the thing about it, they had other guys doing their shoes, but they weren't thinking of no event. So I said, you know what? Let me just test something. I put like literally the picture, so the actual shoe itself, it had my name Franklin Boyton on the actual on the tag, and it had the size thing. I put that up on my Instagram. 600 comments. Oh, that's your shoe. Like people going crazy. I didn't even realize that people cared that much. You know what I'm saying? And then I said something like, do you want to do an event? So I literally put my own money. I paid for like a venue in Tottenham, and then I
you brought it home.
I done my own event. Yeah, brought my mum out, all that sort of stuff. Then the amount of kind of like, I mean, it was supposed to be a small event, like only like about 50 people, like 200 people turns up.
Of course, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was one of them events that, so then the company, like the PR company and then they got together, they were getting requests from all over the world. Can I have this shoe? Like literal requests. And they're like, no, we got to give you a collaboration.
Cold.
And this was February 20, 2020. And then literally after that collaboration, after that release, then then lockdown happened. Then lockdown happened, so I was like, oh man, I didn't even get to release my shoe yet. You know what I mean? Obviously, no one knew lockdown was gonna last for 2 years.
Word. We thought it was like 2 weeks when it first came.
Oh man. And then so sometime during lockdown, the company that owned Aless, they were like, oh, Frank, we're going to be doing other things, boom, boom. And then they invited me up to a meeting up north, Manchester. And they said, oh yeah, we're gonna get Avrex. So I'm like, yo, like
Avrex?
I'm like, I went ballistic. Like I said, okay, so this is what you're gonna do. I'm telling you, this is what you're gonna do. Like, so I said, we gotta bring it back to the high street. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get an account. I'm gonna sell it a bit. Like I'm telling them what they're gonna do. Yeah. And then they're like, yo, okay. Like, then they're like, so no, you know what? Why don't we open a shop with you? Like, so I pitched a shop to them, and they're like, yeah, why don't we just do that? Because they're like a big company, and they can do like this place, that place. Yeah. And I said, no, it wasn't like that back in the day. It was
one place,
boutique shops and all that. So that's kind of like, and I spoke to Box Park. They were happy to make the deal happen, and they looked after me. They kept the shop that I wanted kind of available for me until everything was patterned up. And then we launched the shop as a pop-up originally. Yeah. 1st of July. 1st July as a pop-up. And then God being so good, I pulled some strings. I got Notorious Big Son came down the first day. Yeah. And we done all our overheads in the first 4 days. Mad. Yeah, for 3 months in the first 4 days. Yeah.
Mad.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. And that's probably like 2 jackets sold.
It was more than 2 jackets, but we done all right. We done in our first, literally the first 4 days we done all our overheads, and then we just went from there. So now we're kind of permanent, probably like for another year and a bit. We'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Crazy. Avrex literally just like disappeared.
Along
with like lots
just went.
Indeed.
Not machine or iceberg. Like,
well, you know what it is. So I want to shout out Mia. She's original design. She came over from the States recently. I met with her and I was speaking to her about it and stuff. And it's all about people. Avrex is an aviation company. Yeah. So people don't even know Avrex is actually an Italian brand. Originally.
Okay.
Yeah, originally it's Italians and they love aviation. So they got called by the US Army to do like a lot of the pilot jackets. So the original Top Gun in '86 was an Avrex.
Okay.
Top Gun. The new Top Gun's at Avrex. We saw that jacket in the store. Cool. And they're into aviation, and then aviation, they went into colleges doing the varsities and et cetera, then they hit the rap joint, rap kind of adopted it, but they made so much money, but they're into aviation, so they kind of started selling the licensing. So the Far East, Japan's got their own license, Italy's got their own situation, and then the US, and then Mark Echo bought it.
Yeah.
People don't know that Echo was $1 billion company at the time.
That's crazy.
$1 billion. Echo was, big guy. Yeah,
$1 billion.
Was that the crocodile?
No, that was the rhinoceros.
Rhinos.
Yeah,
right.
$1 billion company.
Yeah, it was on Def Jam and everything though.
Like, I remember Echo was big back then.
Yeah, it was big.
And people don't understand it was a big company, Mark Echo, and this is So then he invested in, I think, Complex, because he's a co-owner in Complex and stuff. And it's just one of those situations. So
it's so mad how people just diversify themselves. Like,
bro, when you got that, I think when
like
you got that kind of money, you just do what the fuck you want, bro. You're like, I'm just investing in rice now.
Because if I saw somebody in Echo now, I'd be like, rah, that's a throwback. Like, where you get that from?
So, and that's what it is. A lot, so a lot of us, now that I'm inside, I understand the business. A lot of us don't understand the business. So it's about licensing and distribution.
Yeah.
Because it's business. No matter how much we love these brands, they need to sell. It's business and stuff.
Yeah.
Working with the company, it was a bidding war for the license for the UK, and then they won, and then I had to jump on board. It was like, yo, we got to do this.
Yeah.
But I want to shout out the whole team there. Avrex UK team, the US team, but the Avrex UK team, we're doing really good. So we've done a lot of big things, in the pipeline coming. And,
so is the one in Botspot the only shop, or is
it? Yeah. So it's a partnership with myself and them, and it's the only one at the moment. There will be hopefully some more surprises coming.
Yeah,
I can't reveal too much. There's some crazy stuff gonna happen. So, but yeah, it's the only official. So there's an official Avrex shop in Italy, but that's like an aviation shop. But in the UK, this is the only official Avrex shop. Before, back in the day, in the 90s and stuff, there was like Knick Knacks and Mash and Phillips. There was all these different shops. Like Knick Knack was the official kind of distributor.
Yeah,
they were based on Tottenham Court Road back in the day, near Tottenham Court Road. Sorry, but this is official Avrex shop.
Crazy. I need to question something that Dan said.
Yeah,
I don't know if you're gonna answer.
Go on. Yeah.
But he was talking about how when the .com thing came about.
Correct. Yeah. Please. I was big on the .com thing. Yeah.
Tell us.
Yeah. So
tell us that hustle.
The hustle. Crazy. Yeah. So the .com boom, I was very, very early in terms of the .com stuff. I was buying up domain names. One story that I can say, I don't think I've said this anywhere, so you guys get an excuse of this, is my friend Sham, shout out Sham, his dad was, I think, worked for Air France, and it was on Buckingham Palace Road.
Right.
And Eon Productions, I don't know if you know who Eon Productions are. Eon Productions are the people who make James Bond. So if you look deep in it, Eon Productions, Everything or Nothing Productions, they make James Bond. The original people make James Bond.
Right.
So their offices will pass, and then sometimes me and Shamil will go and pick up his dad, and we'll just hang out. And they had all their number plates was Eon 1, Eon 2, Eon 3. Yeah, big company, right? So I bought everythingornothing.com back then. Like, we're talking nice.
What made you do that?
I don't know.
Bro, you see what I'm saying? Not everybody. Don't hit me with that humble shit. Everybody has it. No, everybody saw the .com thing coming. Not everybody did that
very
shit.
Early in the 90s, so I bought it the .com, and I remember.
So you bought Eon.com,
everythingornothing.com. Everythingornothing.com. So
that was their full name.
That was their full name. Everythingornothing.com.
Right. No other variation. Just everythingornothing.com.
So back then there was a site called register.com.
Yeah.
Which was the official, before GoDaddy, it was register.com. That was the place where people would go and buy the name.
Yeah.
But it was expensive. I think I paid 50, 60 quid at the time. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I bought the .com. And then, because I was still, how do I say it? Rough around the edges, if I'm honest. Like,
wheeler dealer.
I got my sister to be like, I got my sister to be like, Jen, can you kind of pitch it to them? Can you pitch it to Eon to sell the thing? So they came back to her and they offered us, Porsche money.
So wait. So you approached them?
Yeah.
Like, so they don't even know that it's been bought yet, but you just said, look, I've got your domain.
Yeah.
Do you want it?
Yeah, this is when, you hear the story. So they offered us Porsche money at the time.
Right.
They offered us a lot of money at the time. And I'm gassed, innit?
Yeah.
I'm in my teens, I'm late teens.
What?
I'm gassed. So I'm like, but then you see, this is the thing about just knowing different things. Because I was just very hungry. I didn't understand. And no one understood what the internet was like that.
Yeah.
So I bought .com. All I thought was like buying .coms and all that, right? And what happened is they just invited us down to get meetings so I could sign it off and get the money and all that, right? Then about probably a couple days before, they called my sister and they said, oh, you know what? It's okay. We don't need a .com. we're buying .co.uk.
Yeah, because I was secretly thinking when you said .com, I was thinking that's interesting.
Yeah.
Like,
so this is before, because I didn't know what .co.uk was. I didn't know.
it's just .com, bro.
Yeah. What? So I bought .co.uk. So then what happened was, I was heartbroken. I was like, I didn't know what, like, that's
a loophole.
And they've been told you how much you're going to get.
That's not where the story gets interesting.
Right.
Even though that happened, this is where the story gets interesting, right? So I'm, a couple years go by, and I'm in uni. And then I'm looking through the Source magazine. And the Source magazine used to have a section where they review games, right?
Yeah.
So they had a game, EA Games did a game called James Bond Everything or Nothing.
Yes, I remember there was a Bond called that.
Everything or Nothing, right?
Yeah.
So I'm in my head, another hustler. I'm like, yo, I've got everythingornothing.com. I run upstairs and I'm like, oh, let me just make sure I've still got, like, because I'm not thinking about like lapsing and all that.
Yeah.
And then to use the dial-up.
Literally, so Everything or Nothing got I had when you have to renew.
Yeah.
And it got bought. Sorry, it got purchased. And if I tell you the company that purchased, so if you go on to Everything or Nothing, the company that purchased the domain was MGM.
Really?
The Metro Goldwing Mayer.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then I think part of their licensing deal to James Bond was something like 5 million. And if you go on to Everything or Nothing now, I think it goes to James Bond's Facebook page or something. But I had that domain name.
That's a fucking error.
Damn.
Yeah.
But you was ready to let it go for Porsche money, to be fair.
Yeah, but I didn't know.
Yeah, but who knew?
I mean,
at least I would have got Porsche money.
At least a nigga really.
Like, that just meant money, didn't renew it, and just lost it.
I lost it. That's what it is. And sometimes it actually happens.
How was the new renewal period?
It's only probably a month. Back then it was just so new.
Yeah.
Because now you can renew your domain like 2-3 years, like 5 years.
So I think I bought it for like a year, 2 years, and then they send you emails. You don't know.
You don't care. I can't even use this. They got
deal's done. They got the code
The
UK.
Porsche's gone.
Yeah.
To me, that's a 5M loss, bro.
In 10 years, they'll sell it for 50 M.
You know what Kanye said? I'm 500 million in debt.
So that's one of the stories. You guys got the excuse for that. I've never said that story.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
But you have sold domains before.
Yeah. Well, just minor, but I saw number plates more than domains.
Yeah,
I thought of that one.
I even registered and everything.
Yeah. My current number plate. I mean, I could say you saw my car. It says yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it literally says yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says yeah.
Damn. This guy, that's an expensive
That's
plate.
expensive, bro.
I bought it for cheap though. But I did. So that plate, I bought it in 1999 for £500.
Yeah.
I got offered in 03 8 grand, 013 13,000, and 015ish I got offered 18 grand for it.
Crazy.
Yeah, but I've sold plates. We played plates. Me and my friend, we sold plates for quite a bit.
Yeah, it's a real hustle.
The number plate hustle was different. Yeah, the number plate hustle was different.
Yeah, my brethren had.
Yeah.
What's that house on the river? They got the 2 Range Rovers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
To be or not to be.
Everyone knows
Everyone knows that. And it used to piss me off when they park it the wrong way. Not to be or to be.
Yeah, everyone knows.
And then he
that.
changed it for like a new one recently.
Yeah.
I've gone past, like, when I'm going to Heathrow, I
I
always see
ain't
it.
been there for
Yeah.
It's a different
He's just
cars,
upgraded the cars. Like, it's a new
guys.
Aston
Yeah, I
and a
rate
new
them, man.
Range.
I want to meet them. And,
That one's cold.
I love
That
it.
one's the coldest,
Elite.
like,
You know,
flex.
so a lot of people don't know that DVLA have an auction every month, right?
Yeah.
A proper auction where you can go like up north. It's normally Wiltshire or somewhere up there, right?
Yeah.
And I've been to an auction once where it wasn't Sing, it was a variation of Sing. And the guy came down in a helicopter. There was like people came down in a helicopter, and I've seen some. I think the auction I've been at, I think the most I've seen someone pay is 200k for a plate.
Fucking
Yeah, I used to go to those auctions, just sit there and
just see what it's
network
saying.
and
Yeah,
stuff. And the plates we had, they weren't even expensive plate. Like, you know, in the kind of plate world, they were like basic. We had a plate HU56 LER. That was Hustler.
Yeah.
And
Where's this place? Because that sounds like a great place to network.
Yeah. So if you go onto DVLA website, there's a section that people don't know that when people unfortunately they may pass away, the plates come back in circulation. So they do an auction like it used to be every month, but now it's every couple months. You can go and say live auctions, and then you can see, and they'll have a spreadsheet of all the new plates that have come back to auction. You get some amazing plates, and you don't have to get it like. So when you go to other websites, they're like the secondary market.
Yeah.
If you go to the actual DVLA, it has the original plate, so then you can go to the auctions, or you can do a live auction from home. But when you go, it's just an experience.
Yeah, I do want to go to an auction like Sotheby's or something like that.
Have you ever bought a house on auction?
No, I haven't. Not property on auction.
That's scary.
I still want to do that though.
Yeah, I've been to a lot of property auctions. Yeah, I buy property.
Because you buy it from outside, and then whatever you got, if it's dilapidated, that's it.
No, you can go and view it.
You can go and view it before.
Really?
So if you know, if you have the legal pack, and you know when the auction's coming, you have option to view. The problem with it's just time, innit?
Right.
So when you go, one might pop up, but a lot of it, don't worry, Homes on the Hammer sometimes fools you, innit? So a lot of it is pre-planned and stuff. Because Homes on the Hammer is what got me into buying property.
Yeah.
Because we can do this, we can do that. But
Antique Roadshow made me think I could sell some of the stuff my parents were holding.
100%,
bro.
100%.
Fam. So when we moved into the house, they had like light fixtures, but they looked old.
Yeah.
And like we were like, do you know what? Let's not throw this away.
You never know. You never know.
We tried to sell it. It didn't work.
Sometimes you need to wait on it, man. That era's gonna become all like something at some point. I started buying like coins, minted coins.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
My older brother had the Olympic coins.
Oh, swear down.
Like 50p.
Oh, the 50p one.
My younger brother used it to buy sweets.
Are you serious?
He was gonna do him.
That's bad.
Do you know if you go on Google and you just put £2 coin values, they have a value of all the different £2 coins and the prices, and some go for mad money. So you have to
wait. What's mad money for a £2 coin?
Oh well, I mean
anything over £2 is gone. That's mental.
I hear it.
I think there's one £2 coin that was like a misprint, went for £2,000. So,
£2,000 for a £2 coin.
Yeah, so I think there's a regular coin that's in circulation now that's worth £18 on the market. That's in circulation now. So we
I've got a £2. Oh my god! I changed it for £1. Oh my god! It's fucking Tesco, bro.
Yeah. So
they need to do £2 fucking trolleys,
every
bro.
£2 coin you get, like they have, like I think they have one which is the kind of the slave anniversary one, and they have a few. But
slave anniversary.
Yeah, they have an anniversary. Yeah. 1800. It's got the little circles like looping. I think that's worth a bit. So some of them are worth quite.
Who's
a bit.
this celebrating? Like who?
I don't even know.
But that one's worth the most.
Yeah.
Is that our reparations? Yeah.
Like
so let's sell the £2 coin.
There's a lot of ways, because I have a lot of old coins myself. I have a coin that's 120 years old.
Have you ever checked the value of it?
Nah, I don't think it's worth that much. It's only like it's a Royal Britannia coin, so it's got like that big. I think it's like
right.
2p. I don't know if
I've
it's
had
worth
one of
much.
those before.
Yeah, it's big. It's like that big.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's worth anything.
Yeah, I got a couple, but after a while, they just kept on eating. Every single week, they were like, oh, we got this new coin. I was like, nah, this is a fucking scam, man. But you're supposed to say, sit on your shit, wait, the time's coming.
You know the coins to get, the gold ones. So if you ever get a gold coin, keep the gold stuff.
Yeah.
Or the gold, the real sterling silver ones. And anniversary ones as well. Like, just keep them. Just keep them. You never know what's going to
happen.
I just always think, but who the hell's going to buy this,
no,
man?
Like, everything's for sale.
I know, it's
everything's for sale. That's kind of how, with my whole brand.
That's a good line. Everything's for sale.
It's true.
It's with my whole brand, King of Trade. I just kept a lot of my stuff. So I've got an archive of just old stuff. And I put it up on my Instagram. People are like, right, you got this. And how did you keep it so clean? And that sort of stuff. Everything's for sale.
What rappers or musicians have you sold trainers to?
Yeah, I mean, people like back in the day, like Chipmunk, Marvel back in the day. Not really, not American rappers to be fair, but a few maybe on. To be fair, I used to do eBay heavy, so it could have been a couple of them.
Right. What's the most you spent on a pair of trainers that sold?
I've spent on a pair of trainers.
Yeah. Like you into the Air Mags and all that, like
60
bags.
I personally haven't. I don't buy resale, so I'm able to get.
You're plugged in, right?
I've sold a pair north of like 3,000 to 4,000.
Yeah.
I can't really say who and but I sold a pair. But I'm not a reseller. That's the thing. People go into this thinking I don't want anyone to think I'm a reseller. It's just that sometimes
had a good deal.
Yeah, you have
sort your
deals. I'm not.
sauce
Yeah,
out.
I'm not a reseller, but people. I remember one time they tried to cancel me for reselling because I was like, you know what it is when you're a sneakerhead. Sometimes they're like, oh, resellers are bad. They're not. No, it's another way to make money. But I remember we called it Diorgate in the sneaker world. We called it Diorgate, right? Yeah. So the Dior's. This is the Jordan.
Yeah.
They were 1,800. Right?
Yeah.
People don't understand. There was 3 million people who entered the raffle to buy these trainers, right?
Pete.
Some people won but couldn't afford the 1,800 or whatever, right? So I get a call from my friends and I'm like, he's like, oh, Frank, there's a guy he's looking to buy these crepe, but he can't afford it. I said, oh, right, tell him to holler at me. I'll give him the money, plus I'll give him a couple hundred on top,
Yeah.
And so in my bright head, I'm thinking, I'm going to put this out and there'll be loads of people that won but couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
And then I put it on my Instagram and people are like, oh, you're like, they literally attacked me. And I'm like, and they said, and you know why they attacked me? They said, oh, but you can afford to give more than a couple hundred. You're taking advantage of poor people.
Oh my God.
He said you're taking advantage of poor people.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they attacked me for it. Like,
I'll
literally.
give you the flat 1H.
They trolled me for saying, oh, you and then and then I think I got a bit cocky and I said, if I want to buy 20 pairs, I'm going to buy 20 pairs.
Yeah, bro.
He let his nuts hang.
What are you talking about?
I got them upset. But then, it's funny. And for this, imagine I got racist abuse. I got racist abuse. So then what I did, I just said, okay, cool, safe. Then I managed to I done a live and I got the people who were trolling to come and apologize. I said, you don't understand, like where I'm from. You live. This one of the guys, I think he lives in a nice little place. I said, where I'm from, this type of money, people can't get there. People I know without bank accounts. So I'm not talking to people who could, for me, giving them a couple hundred, that's a good deal.
That's a good
You know
deal.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're saying, oh, but they're reselling for 5 to 10 grand and you can give more. I said, no. He couldn't afford it anyway.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
He didn't
Like,
have the means.
People don't know, like, when they done that raffle, I think, like, Selfie just had, like, about 3,000 pairs, or I don't know how many pairs. But then about 1,000 pairs went back to Dior.
Yeah.
Because they didn't get, because imagine 3 million people entered the raffle and about 1,000 pairs weren't even collected.
That's
So they went
Crazy.
back to Dior and then they started to distribute them between the networks.
Yeah.
So these are the types of issues that you face being the king of trainers, because people think you're just trying to take advantage. I wasn't even trying to take advantage. I was actually literally trying to help people out.
Crazy. Yeah, I've heard of madness about the Dior's and like, even
Dior's,
not all of them being 100% distributed.
Yeah. They've still probably got some left.
Yeah.
I wanted a pair, and then.
Well,
well,
also you didn't end up getting it.
Nah, I did. But I was involved in a few deals, so I let them go.
Right,
fair
okay,
enough.
cool.
Yeah.
Man said, I wouldn't have been. Nah, I sold them, but I wouldn't have been.
Sometimes the cash, bro.
Everything's
for sale.
Nah, but everything's for sale, man.
That's cold. That is very, very cold.
Let's see what we have here. Okay. Before we wrap up the show, we always put our guests through a little trivia.
No, it's all good. Anytime.
So for some questions for you, and I'm going to read you your lifelines first.
Okay.
So there's 10 questions.
Wow. Okay.
You got 4 lifelines. You can phone a partner and they can't use Google.
Oh my god!
You can't use Google either.
Okay, no stress. Okay.
You've got 1 multiple choice. So if you're stuck, you ask for multiple choice. We'll read you 4 answers. Hopefully you pick the correct one.
Okay.
You can ask a 90s baby. So if VP asks you a question, you can ask me and Tem for help.
Okay.
You can skip. If you skip, you don't lose a point. For every wrong question, you lose a point.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
The final question is worth 10 points.
Okay. Cool.
You ready to go?
I'm ready to go. Let's do
right
it.
then. What character said, "Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?" And in what movie?
Character.
I know that one.
Yeah.
What character said, "Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?"
Do you understand?
And in what movie?
Is there multiple choice for that one?
There is.
Oh, okay. Let me get multiple choice.
Okay, so is it Chris Tucker in Friday? Cat Williams in Friday? Chris Tucker in Rush Hour?
Chris Tucker in Rush Hour.
Okay.
Well done.
Question 2. Who is Gambit's romantic interest in X-Men, the animated series?
Is it Rogue?
Yes.
Hey.
In what US city were the 1996 Summer Olympics held?
Atlanta.
3
Damn.
points. Yeah, 3 points.
Damn. I might have to turn it up on you.
Hey.
Whoa. Okay.
What unit is used to measure blood pressure?
Oh, gee, I should know this. My dad used to measure his blood pressure all the time.
What's his life
shit.
lines again? You got phone a partner, got skip.
What unit?
Or ask a 90s baby.
What unit is to measure? I know this as well. Okay, let me ask you.
I don't think you're gonna do that.
Okay. Well, can I change that or?
Yeah. Don't worry,
Okay.
because I'll fail this one for you.
Wait, I know the units. It's not. I really want to say this as well.
Go for it.
What lifelines have I got again?
You got phone a partner.
Yeah.
You got ask a 90s baby.
Okay, let me ask you. Let me just ask you. It's cool.
No, you can't ask me.
You ask you the question.
I got the answer.
I don't know. Do you want to call your sister?
Nah, my sister's at work. You know what? Okay, let me pass that. I
Cool.
can't
Okay,
call
you
no
got
one.
one
To be
skip.
fair. Actually, no. Wait. Let me call.
Okay.
Let me call someone who should know. Let me call.
You know, Jimmy, you see people
me
that
call.
don't like to lose. Like, they're like, nah, actually.
Let me call. One sec. Hopefully this person knows. Let me see. Let's see if she picks up. Hey Charlie, I'm just doing a show, the 90s baby show, yeah. And they've asked me a question. What unit is what's the question?
So what unit is used to measure blood pressure?
What unit is used to measure blood
10
pressure?
10 seconds.
Oh, shoot.
8, 7,
Sorry.
6,
They got
5,
I know, you should know this
4,
as well, Charlie. I rely on
3,
you.
2,
Okay.
1.
Let me
Take a guess.
BPI.
BPI.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I want BPI now, so. Measure blood pressure. Yeah. It's It's
Is that blood pressure index?
It's all
That's
good, Charlie.
crazy.
Sorry, out of time, Charlie.
Sorry, Charlie.
I'll shout you, yeah?
It's BPM. It's BPM.
BPM. Okay. BPM.
No,
But I
that's
think-
beats per minute.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Right, Charlie. Okay. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you. Okay. Cheers.
It's not BPM, it's BPM.
He's gonna start saying it's BET.
First said it's Ben. Oh, shoot. No, it's MMHG. It's millimeters of mercury.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
He's not coming back to you.
No, he never had it. He never had it.
Yeah.
He never had it. Okay. On the cover of Boy in the Corner,
Yep.
what Nike trainers did Dizzy Rascal wear?
Night BWs.
Well done, sir. Well
your
done.
train-
You
Oh,
know
that's
your
25th
shit.
anniversary. I went to the 25th anniversary.
Oh, okay,
Check
yeah,
him
sorry.
out.
Look,
Is that what he
yeah.
performed? Where he's?
yeah,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay, cool. Okay, one more question. What year did Channel U start?
I think it was 2003, 2004. I think 2003. I would say
Which one's your answer?
03.
Well done.
03. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Smoking it.
Wow.
Damn, this is crazy. All right, cool.
Wow.
Thank you.
All right, question 1.
It's actually the Lifeline's letting you down. You're good.
Yeah, you're actually good. Yeah, okay. Question 1. What is the most expensive spice by weight?
Spice by weight. You see, this is
The
I think
world's
I got this.
the world's most expensive spice by weight.
I think I got this.
You still do have Ask a 90s babies, and he's saying he thinks he's got it. So
okay. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna ask you. That's official.
Saffron.
this is saffron.
Well done. Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
I got you
Good
saffron
one.
Thank you,
once.
man. Thank you.
Yes. Yes. For different reasons. It wasn't for spice on the food, though. Oh, yeah.
No more selling berries. Okay. Question 2.
Yes.
How many different styles of Air Jordans has there been since they were created by Nike?
30.
Nike.
30.
What?
30. I think it's 30. It's 33 or 34. It's different styles. Hold on. I'll go with. Actually, wait a minute. Hold on.
The answer's actually in there. That's
That's
what
what's so mad.
I'm impressed
Yeah.
because the answer's in there somewhere.
Because technically it should be 34 because we're going into a new Jordan. I really want to say 34.
What are you gonna say?
So people got Jordan 27.
I'll say 33.
I don't even know. Obviously, there's different ones. There's the retros, which is like 1 to 13 or
1 to
something.
13.
But
The
you know
ones
they
that-
got the other random ones that you always catch a Foot Locker. Ain't no lines for them ones.
Let's go with 33.
Incorrect. It was in the 30s, but it's 37.
30. Wow.
Yeah, there's a Jordan 37.
37. Yeah.
There's a Jordan 37.
There's a Jordan
Fuck.
37. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
I got them
I should know this.
37s, man.
That's a 37. Let me want to see what that
Okay.
even looks like. I wonder if it looks like 37 too, like it's the last one.
Only sold in Poland.
All right, cool. I'm trying to think which one should I leave for last, just in case you come up. Okay, I will go for who. Okay, which year did Ghana gain independence?
1957, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Damn, this guy's good,
He
bro.
knows
You
his
know,
stuff.
you know shit.
He's an adult, man. He's
You
an
know
adult.
what? That's impressive that you got close to that Jordan stuff because
Yeah.
that means he knows the actual basketball shoes. Because that's the 37s are basketball
Yeah,
shoes.
exactly, bro.
Like,
No, for sure.
whoa.
I didn't know it was that many though, but I
Yeah.
definitely was 30 something. Yeah.
You're doing like exceptionally well. This
Thank
is your
you.
chance to go to the very top of the leaderboard. The final question is worth 10 points. You get to
Wow.
pick who asks you this final question. My category is the anatomy.
Oh Lord.
What's yours, Fred? Tim?
My category is money. Currency, shall we say? Currency.
Okay.
That's very interesting. You might have the same one as me, but so I'm gonna go with film.
Oh Lord. Let's go with currency.
Name 5 countries outside of the States that have a dollar as currency. Not the United States dollar.
Okay,
but
cool.
Dollar.
Okay. Jamaica. Australia. 5, right? Does Dominican Republic have the dollar? Barbados. Okay, hold on. But Mexico's an American state, right? They're American state. So when you say out of America, I can't say Mexico, right?
Yeah, out of America.
I'm out of America completely, including South America as well.
Including them.
Including South America.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's rough. But
That's a tough one then.
Because a lot of them use dollars as well.
Yeah,
that's why.
that's what I was
I'm trying to
thinking.
get out completely away from the dollar, like
dollar.
where they use it. Like,
From the US dollar.
Yeah, from the
so
US
there's
dollar.
Bayesian dollars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Bayesian, Jamaican. So I've got 3 correct. Then I would say the. Oh God. I want to
showed his age there. He grabbed that
I
joint.
want to say Trinidad and Tobago. And then I want to say one other country, which would be St. Vincent.
Let me just
he's
double
confirming
check
it
that
with
one.
the
Yeah.
adjudicators.
That's crazy. If you got this, that's crazy.
Okay.
Trinidad
Already,
and Tobago defo is.
You're probably top of the table
Trinidad
already.
does. Let me just check that one.
What, St. Vincent?
Yeah, because he might have just said St. Vincent dollar in his head, but we don't know if that's true.
What do they use?
We have a new leader, maybe.
The US dollar is widely accepted throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The official currency is Eastern Caribbean dollar. You're right. You're right.
Well done.
You smashed it.
Thank you.
You deserved it.
Thank you.
Wow.
You fucking deserved
Thank
that.
you.
Was that one question skip and one question wrong?
I think he got
Yeah.
2 questions wrong in the
No.
whole thing.
No,
He skipped one
I skipped
and he
one.
got
yeah.
one
Skipped
wrong.
and I got one wrong.
Fuck!
Yeah, I skipped one. I got one wrong. Yeah.
That's top
Bro,
marks.
Thank
You're
you.
never getting knocked
That's
off the top.
top marks.
I don't think you're ever getting knocked off the top.
Really?
That's impossible to beat.
Wow.
So
Thank
wait, you only got the blood pressure one wrong?
Yeah.
Rah, is that the
And
only
then
one?
I skipped. What?
You
what
No,
skipped
you
Fred's.
skipped.
No, you skipped mine.
Yeah, he skipped one of yours.
Rah, so
Did I
mine
skip? What
too.
did I skip? No,
What
but
was
I
the
think
one you skipped?
No, I
He
didn't
He skipped. No, he didn't skip.
I didn't
mine.
skip. No, I think I just got
So
the
you
blood
got the
pressure.
saffron.
Yeah, because you ended up calling
Yeah, I
on the
called,
person.
yeah.
You said you was gonna.
Oh, you didn't skip, did you?
No, I didn't skip,
Yeah, you
brother.
just
No, you
got
skipped-
blood pressure wrong.
Yeah.
He skipped Fred's one.
What was that?
No, he didn't because he wanted to skip blood pressure. Then he said, "Wait, let me call."
Yeah, yeah,
shit, you
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
skip?
I didn't skip.
Oh wow!
That's men's.
Thank you.
One wrong.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
the top of the leaderboard.
Oh
you.
shit!
Thank you.
I have to give you a bottle to celebrate.
Yeah, but yeah, it's crazy.
I appreciate it,
Give you
man.
something from there.
That's
I'm
what's up.
I'm thoroughly impressed.
Bro,
you.
those weren't the easiest of questions
Thank
either.
you.
Like,
man.
wow.
It's,
Listen,
did it.
See, it's possible. Don't be saying our questions too hard.
Just got
You
to
just
be born
need to
in
be
the 70s.
right.
oh no, you got two wrong.
Which one?
Jordans.
The Jordans, yeah.
Jordan's a
Jordans.
thing. But either way, you smashed it.
That's still crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Jordans, yeah.
Wow.
Sorry, I got a Jordan.
Wow. Wow.
Damn, that's mad.
Wow.
Thank you.
Shoot. I'm surprised, bro. Like,
Really,
'cause
dude,
I'm-
the people get it wrong a lot. Like,
they get a
Listen.
whole load wrong, and the
Oh,
10
no.
markers are people like throw that
that.
one away.
No.
But
Because
in-
I would have said Nigeria and I would have been wrong straight away.
but you got
Things
things.
more dollars.
You got things with dates and like specific things like what trainers was Dizzy Ross wearing,
Yeah.
BWs, what
Yeah.
Ghana's independence, like
Yeah,
you smashed that
I
shit.
thought you might know how many years, but you might not be able to do the maths. Or
Nah,
do you know what I mean? Like,
It's a money man.
Then you got Channel U 2003. That was cold.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Cold.
I've been around still.
Nah, you've been paying
I can
attention
see.
though. You've been
Yeah,
paying attention.
that is it.
You got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Thank
Maybe
you.
that CMOS does work. We don't know if he can race
You know
though.
what I'm
Listen,
saying?
It might be
When
helping the brain. We
When
don't
you
know
get
if
to
it's
my
the
age,
leg.
you have to take that type of thing to make the brain stimulate.
Hey,
Yeah.
what vitamins you taking? What vitamins you got in that healthfulness shot?
We got everything. We got Maca, we got CMOS, we got.
Do you lot do
like-
delivery?
Huh?
Do you do
Not
delivery?
yet. We're gonna.
Okay.
But yeah, we're just down the road, man. It took me 15 minutes to get here.
Yeah, from here. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh,
but I don't
sure.
live here. Like,
Oh, okay, got you.
yeah.
But we're here, like, you know, when you finish, you can always come down.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
yeah, no, we got a lot of stuff. I can't
Yeah.
even mention all the stuff. We've got so many different. We got mushroom coffee. We've got
Jesus Christ, that must
CBD
taste
tea,
horrible.
we got, but no, it tastes
Mushroom
good. It tastes-
coffee.
No, it tastes really good. It tastes really good. Like it's proper like real health stuff. So.
But you know what? My dad said something one time. There was one time where he gave me and my missus, like, he was like, oh, like, just try. Like, he's always got some sort of concoction
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
fridge.
yeah.
Like, something that's got plants in it
yeah,
and,
yeah.
like, it's in the bottle or whatever. And then, obviously, he's like, oh, just taste it. Like, it's okay. So I had it. I was like, it's horrible. And he's like, see, the thing is, the reason why you guys think it's horrible is because you don't have nothing bitter in your diet. Everything in our diet is always sugar
Yeah.
or salt. There's nothing that's
it.
actually bitter.
Yeah.
So as soon as something bitter, you're like, oh, like, but we don't have a palate for it at all.
But you know what it is as well. You know, it's good that your dad's doing it, but technically, it's kind of how we grew up as well. And everything was kind of chucked in our face. The good thing is that my son's 8 years old.
Yeah.
He just drinks water.
Cold. My
just drinks
daughter as
water.
well.
Yeah, he
Because I'm just
doesn't-
water in my
yeah,
house.
and I say, like, sometimes I feel bad for him. I'm like, take some juice.
Have a young juice in
Yeah,
it.
he's like, no, I said, do you want juice with your water? He said, no, I have water. I love that. I'm like, yes.
What's the best way to consume CMOS? Just spoon it or like put it in a...
Well, the best way is, so if it's dry CMOS, you have to kind of boil it. And
Yeah,
it starts
yeah,
to kind of turn into like a goo. And then you take one spoon. But we have the mixed CMOS,
Yeah.
which is kind of mixed with turmeric and different things. Where you could put it in your, you know, technically you should take it raw.
Yeah.
But some people haven't got the palate for the raw. So you can mix it with some drinks.
Do you have to chew it? You could just swallow
No,
straight.
swallow. You can swallow straight.
Don't taste
Yeah.
it. Just
swallow.
straight
yeah.
down.
Straight
Straight
But
down.
You still don't like the
It's
taste
good.
to this day?
No, I don't like it. But, you know, we've got them different mixtures. Tamaric's one really good.
It's
We have
really
the ginger.
earthy.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it tastes like the sea. Like, it's
But
really earthy.
It is so good for you, man.
I used
Yeah,
to
it's
hate
good for
seaweed
your-
from the Chinese shop, but now my
Oh,
palate
that
is
slaps.
adapted.
Yeah,
but you know what it is?
seaweed.
There's bare MSG in that.
Of course.
They just slap salt or sugar
it's fried.
and both.
Yeah, you
like,
have to, you have to be
And it's
careful.
fried.
But it's good for, like, you know.
Yeah, we come a long way from seaweed. Now we're talking about CMOS. Like, we come a long way still.
know.
Anything to plug? Like any like the stores.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, just, you know,
Releases, trainers.
helpfulness. Unit 9 Box Park Shoreditch, Retro Store, Unit 11 Box Park Shoreditch, and of course the Averex Shop, Unit 20 Box Park Shoreditch. And myself, Franklin, aka King of Trainers. Follow me on TikTok.
What about Lace Labs as well? I saw that Lace Labs. Right?
Yeah. Lacing Lab. So that's a new app we've got. It is it's a platform, and what it is, it's a marketplace, but it's a reverse marketplace where the sellers themselves, the people who are buying can tell people the price they want to pay. So rather than the seller saying, "Oh, it's this much," as a buyer, you can say, "This is how much I can afford to pay." Rather, and then the person who's selling the trainers has to come down to your price. So Lacing Lab, lacinglab.com, Lacing Lab, the app. Please download that as well. So yeah.
Very cold, very cold. Appreciate you coming down, brother.
No, thank you. I'm happy, man. You guys are doing some amazing things. Thank you so much. Thank you, and just keep going. That's what's up.
We have to. We must. Links in the description for anything to plug. Other than that, you know the theory, bro.
Nice, baby's crazy.
Cool. All right, you made it to the end of the video. I know you enjoyed this content. If you want to become a member, go and click the link in the description. Exclusive content, new content, even early release and tickets on discount. Check it out. Become a member.